Welcome back to Navy Dynasty. This is Season 3. It's also been brought to my attention. For some reason, I have been forgetting to show season stats. I've been doing it on stream. We are live, twitch.tv/Bengal. As always, linked down in the description. But I supposedly have been forgetting to show it on video. So that will change tonight. I've done it for every other season of every Dynasty. Somebody called out my integrity. They're like, you lied to us again. I can't believe how downhill. I'm like, what are we talking? Because I forgot to include it in the video. Anyway, I digress. This is Season 3. Admiral Dangus has done a pretty good job here at Navy so far. We have Master Motivator on the way, potentially, but I don't think we're going to build into that. With 50 coach points, eventually we are going to lean into Recruiter, but with Navy, I also think there's a chance we build into Tactician and then Architect. We've already won 4 rivalry games, and we do open up with a rivalry game in 2026. It is against Maryland. I find out Navy has a new rival every time we play this game. Navy and Maryland, it's same state, I guess, so I get it. But this could be an interesting one. Week 1, and then we have double bye week, and then the schedule starts to get a little bit interesting. We play, of course, Air Force, Notre Dame, like we do every single season, and play out, Army at the end. But it is our same schedule pretty much in the American. If we were to win the conference this year, there's a chance we'd consider changing conferences. The big question mark is the offense this year. We're running the option. Of course, we do have 5-star true sophomore Terrell Radigan. Star Dev is developing quite nicely, but the question is on offense. Quarterback, no more Blake Horvath, right? I think our next man up will be the true freshman. 2 first names. Can you trust him? I don't know. Wouldn't give him nuclear codes, that's for sure. Richard Gregg. Gregg has a decent arm, but is most known for his speed. He is wildly fast. 93 speed, 95 acceleration. Accurate enough. Elusive enough for sure. Could be a really, really fun player. I think he's going to be our starting quarterback. But no more Alex Teska, right? No more Heidenreich. We could be starting some young backs. Thad Gentry, the true sophomore. Major Blades, the true freshman. And this could be one to watch down the board. Cortez Harper, 3-star with elite development. And not really many skill caps. He's already quite fast. Elusiveness can go up a lot. Hands can go up a lot. Power can go up a lot. IQ could go up a lot. Cortez Harper's got a real chance to super exceed his 63 overall. It's just not going to be this year. He's likely not going to play very much at all. But at fullback, it's not going to be William Engel. It's likely going to be Thad Gentry in that fullback spot, that Alex Teska spot, as you guys have been familiar with, and then probably Blades, but then maybe Cortez Harper, maybe TK Hodges with his unbelievable 96 speed. We'll see what it ends up being. Receivers a little bit worse with Luke Hutchison, not great speed, but Miles Grubb could be a future running back with 99 agility, 99 change of direction, 94 speed. He's got real-time potential, but is great as a receiver as well. We just don't really throw the ball that often, although I am really excited about Braden Garnes. He is a true freshman 4-star with elite dev with 98 speed and no skill caps on hands whatsoever. Route running is not terrible, I guess, but at 6'3", 211, there's definitely some potential there, but we lost a lot of talent on offense. Our offensive line is still probably a year away from being good. We've recruited it okay, but it's still probably a year away from where I want it to be. But it'll be a really interesting season. We are trying to win a national championship. I would say we are ahead of schedule. If you look at what we've been able to accomplish the past 2 years, Boca Raton Bowl, 12 wins. Wow, what a season. But 13-2, won the American, won the Cotton Bowl, and then, of course, lost to a super team at Alabama who had Jeremiah Smith from Ohio State transfer, Shamar Stewart from A&M transfer in. It was an unbelievable task. We were never going to beat them. And maybe 2026 will be different. If we check out the recruiting board here before we jump to the first game, I've seen something here that I have never seen before. Bernie Hearns is a 5-star athlete scrambler from East Longmeadow, Massachusetts. He is the #1 in the state, #2 athlete QB, #2 overall. But get this, only 5 teams are interested. Only 5. Have you ever seen that at the starting week ever? Only 5 teams. It is bizarre. Never seen that. Now, proximity to home is a deal breaker. And from Massachusetts down to Maryland, it's already a B-. We're at the deal breaker. So it's, okay, everybody is just outside of his range. So I think it's like Ohio State's going to be too far away probably. Schools like that. And he's already, closing in on that top 5 grouping here. You see everybody else is just pushing towards that top 8. So he's pretty much decided early. I just feel like it's super unusual to see that already. So it's definitely interesting. Definitely a player that we are very interested in. But we need to get better in the trenches. We're trying to bring in some big-time running backs, of course. One big-time speed to build the Super Greg offense. Richard Gregg at quarterback. Greg Golston at running back. Greg Shelby at tackle. We've got a plan to build the Greg team of dreams. But you know how it is. I'll update you guys as we go along here. But trying to get better in the trenches, trying to get better in the secondary. I think if we can build an SEC or top Big Ten defense, it doesn't really matter what the offense is going to do if our defense can keep us in games. So that's what we're going for. That's the mindset here as we approach season number 3. Here we go. So we were going after a couple of receivers. Jordan Obongbemiga from Buford, Georgia, 6'4", 202. And Armin Byam, 6'4", 215 from Trussville, Alabama. Of course, this isn't really a school that needs to recruit receiver well. But once I show you guys these receivers, you're going to be upset probably that we didn't get them. Jordan Obongbemiga, 6'4", 202. He just has 99 speed, 94 acceleration, 86 spectacular catch with 94 agility. No abilities, though. I feel like I don't see abilities anymore on receivers. It's bizarre. Armin Byam, 93 speed at 6'4", 215. Maybe a sick tight end. And then Torrey Woods, 6'6", 204. 95 speed. But I don't know that we're going to have the hours necessary there if we're going to bring in a guy like Bernie Hearns. Got to go head-to-head against Penn State. That could be a challenge. That's for sure. So, got to figure out kind of where we want to put these points. I saw Aaron Slay look kind of incredible with 83 speed, 88 finesse moves at 6'6", 274. We'll add the extra 5 to him, but I'm not sure that's going to make a world of a difference there. But we are ready for game 1. Rivalry game against the Terps. The Maryland Terrapins. This is the first time playing this rivalry game. We are higher rated, but we've also lost, again, basically our entire offense from a year ago. No Horvath, no Teska, no Heidenreich. Instead, it's going to be guys like Richard Gregg and some really young running backs. And, of course, TK Hodges with great speed. So there's something, but it's not the same group that it was. And as we jump in here to game 1, I do want to mention the defense a little bit because we did pick up a big 5-star in George Kaloa Matungi from Gillette, Wyoming. 6'6", 274. Power moves has a ton of potential. Very strong. Run stopping, uncapped. Finesse moves, uncapped. Quickness, uncapped. He's got 85 speed at 274 pounds. He will end up making an impact, but probably will do like what Terrell Radigan did for us as a true freshman. And then D-tackle, we're weak here, but we've got potential. James Gee, another big-time 5-star elite dev from Houston. He can get after the quarterback already and is strong and is uncapped with quickness. He's got legitimate freak potential, and he's got some decent abilities already. And also going to see another true freshman, Miles Campanaro, another 5-star from New Jersey, can get after the QB a little bit. He's good. He's too hot, maybe. Well, as I was saying before honestly, we were taken by surprise. I hate to say it. Not the first time it's happened to this nation's Navy. Campanaro should be an impact player for us. But David Redmond also starts as a true freshman. He's got pretty good speed. He is a little bit capped, but should be a decent player. Just we do need to recruit in a huge way. A linebacker still. Donovan Harper, 5-star corner, true freshman. He has big-time potential, uncapped speed as well. So I feel good about that. We're going to have Onaiha move back to play safety. We can't be having 85 or even 81 speed out there. It's just not going to work. Zach Flynn will start as well. So it's a decent group. I think we're a little bit more athletic than we were last year. So I'm excited about that. And we will jump in game 1, Maryland versus Navy. We both have insane alternate uniforms, I'm sure. So let's throw on something fun and get after it. Should be a very, very good matchup. I want to. Where is like the Baltimore flag? Maryland unis they used to have. They totally not have that as an option? I guess not. I mean, this looks absolutely terrible. So, game 1, season 3. We're actually just rolling out with Maryland's regular uniforms. They don't have their Baltimore flag or Maryland flag jerseys anymore as even an option. I thought it would be an option at the very least, but nope. We do get home field advantage. That's always nice. And we've got a lot of new faces to learn. On defense, a lot of new starters. Starting true freshman is never that good of an idea, but it's kind of our only option. And then offensively, big starters at important positions. Richard Gregg is our quarterback. You'll see Major Blades, and you'll see Thad Gentry. Blades actually lines up in the slot here. And we'll see what Thad Gentry can do. He's not Alex Teska. That's something to know right away. But I'll tell you what, as good as Blake Horvath was, Richard Gregg is a significantly better athlete. As Gentry will fumble the football, it's recovered by Maryland, and it'll be a touchdown. Season 3 off to a great start. All right. There was just nothing good there. Big hit over the middle. I don't know how he wasn't touched, but obviously not what we want, and our defense already needs help. Maryland's a talented team, but this is a team we kind of expected to beat, and it's not happening. Touchdown, Maryland. All right, let's settle in here. It's only 14. Points on this drive is going to be important. We've punted. I don't know what's happening. How about a moment? Here we go. 1:30 to play in the second quarter. Things are not going well. Ball out quickly to the speedster TK Hodges. We get 3. So why is the clock down to 15 seconds? We had minimum play clock. I did not want to do that. Minimum play clock down to 25, and it went down to 15. And Gentry saves a touchdown. Did not try to bullet it there, but obviously that's what happened. And we're down 21. We lost game 1 of last season, went on to the college football playoff. I think it's safe to say this season is not off to a fantastic start. There's Grubb. Miles Grubb makes a couple miss. Stiff arming, still going. Miles Grubb down to the 17. As the offense finally has a positive play. On the move. Throw it up to the end zone. Back of the end zone. Chance for a touchdown out of the back of the end zone. That had a really good chance, but Maybe a little long. Ball out quickly. Thad Gentry powering ahead for 4. He's playing hurt. Never a good start. And we'll need to convert a 3rd and 6. Greg on the move. He's going to take it. Richard Gregg down to the 4. We got to get him moving. We're kind of forced to pass a little bit because we're already down 21. But obviously this is a team who, when we're at our best, is built on the ground. See if we can find the end zone. Richard Gregg does it himself. First score for the true freshman, our first score of the year. Yeah, we're asleep right now. Thanks for that. Way to emote on him. Rough start to the game. Rough start to the season. A lot of true freshmen playing college football for the first time against a Power 4 opponent. It didn't go great. I think it's safe to say it didn't really go great. But why is Blades in the slot? I don't get why that keeps happening. We're just not a team that's set up to pass the football. We're down 38-7. This one is pretty much in the books. There's Braden Garnes in the slot. Let's give him a chance. Oh, nice catch by the true freshman. Good ball by Richard Gregg as well. He's been picked off twice today. But that's a good throw and a nice catch by the true freshman. Stepping up, there's Richard Gregg. We're going to see if he has that Blake Horvath gene. Can he take hits and get up and make plays? We're down by a lot. It's going to take somebody who can battle. There goes Richard Gregg. He might have that dog in him. Got to keep in mind, first ever start. Forced to pass. It's not really what we're supposed to be doing. I mean, Greg's taking some pretty mean shots. I'm not going to lie to you. But we're driving a little bit. TK Hodges in the backfield. Stepping up, Gregg, touchdown. Second of the day. But something tells me this one is not going to go our way. We'll need the onside and then probably a miracle. Here's the onside try. It's floating out there. We have a chance to recover. But we don't. Sure looked like we may have. But yeah, Maryland, I guess if we're going to move conferences, might not be to the Big Ten right now. Maryland just was unstoppable in this one. Our offense really struggled to get anything going. This was a tough one for sure. A lot of true freshmen starting on defense as well. I think that could have something to do with it. But overall, yeah, not a great performance. We had a sack for Terrell Radigan, half a sack for James Key and Job Grant. No picks, of course. No TFLs. Just didn't play great. Nothing more to it. Although, 2 pass deflections for the true freshman 5-star corner, Donovan Harper. If we can take any positives out of that game. Locked out on another receiver, Torrey Woods. As our championship contender grade goes down, our program tradition goes up. So I don't know what to do with that. Penn State is really kind of running away with Bernie Hearns. If we want him, we're going to have to put some more points on him. And I don't know, quarterback is not like the biggest need in the world because we just really need someone that can run. And we have that in Richard Gregg. I think potential-wise, he's like what we need. But I don't know. It's of course, it's an interesting spot. I do think we should probably get enough points to send the house on Bernie Hearns. So let's try to make that a reality. We'll put 15 on Greg Shelby, and hopefully we do not lose out. But I do want to put at least 50 on Bernie Hearns. And then, you know, we'll consider visits and things like that when it comes to it. But we really have a lot of bye weeks to start. Not a lot of actual action, which is certainly a little peculiar. But the season really starts next week. Locked out on Dakota LeBeau and Lee Peters. Our championship contender grade goes up to an A-. It's an early season loss. It's not the end of the world. And we are into the top 3 and have overtaken Penn State as the #1 school for Bernie Hearns. So we look actually okay at quarterback. Our grades aren't amazing, but they're not bad. So we'll set these up the way they need to be set up, and I will update you guys accordingly. Visit week 4, and then not until week 8. So we've got to really plan these well, otherwise we're not going to get who we want. Thad Douglas, 93 acceleration, athlete, run stopper, linebacker, 5-star. We desperately need linebacker. Thad Douglas actually might be the priority of the class right now. Championship contenders and interest for him. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Even if it means, of course, soft selling at first and then changing later. Although I'm actually not sure if there's more options than just Conference Spotlight. Again, we'll figure it out. I'll update you guys when you need to be updated. But Thad Douglas should be a priority. 93 acceleration, 6'2", 247. I'm not sure we don't have a pass rushing outside linebacker here. This is going to be the big question. Because right now, Sam Turner is a gem. 6'3", 269. He's a West Coast guy from El Cerrito, California. It is a battle against Oregon and USC as we'll take on 3-1 Tulsa. Visits for Bernie Hearns, Syracuse, BC. I think we need to leave Sam Turner. He is a gem, 5-star. He's good. 86 speed, 86 acceleration. That's good. Aaron Slay we're not looking great on because TV time was the wrong pitch. He had Sunday bound. This is a tough one. I think he's better. He's got pocket disruptor. He has 83 speed, 86 acceleration, 88 finesse moves. Going up against LSU and Bama. I think Oregon, probably pulls away here. I don't know that we need edge so badly. Would I rather just have those points going elsewhere? Thad Douglas, we need to get him on campus. Oh, man. He's just going to go to Georgia. It's week 4. It's not going to last. He's just going to go to Georgia probably. Damn. I said we're going to make him a priority, but it's going to be really tough to. I don't think we're going to be able to get him on campus in time. I think it's going to be over before then, which is kind of brutal. But I don't think we can afford to get out of that. Because if we can somehow track him down, or it lasts until week 8, and we can get him on campus, I don't know. It's always so tough. I like to take some real chances in recruiting sometimes because, I feel like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, as I say. I made that up. But, I don't know. Feels like it could just be a good idea to leave one of these recruitments that isn't going especially well and then, give us a chance to get somebody we actually do really want. But I'm going to go after all of them, per usual. All right, need a win. Need a win. Recruiting is in a bit of a weird spot. It really is. But we can forget about all that for a moment. We'll take on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Again, it's tough to win with true freshmen. They're just not developed enough. But the crowd loves it. We got a night game. We got the flyover. We've got cadets who are rowdy and rare to go. We're all in, looking for win number 1. And what a better way to get it done than under the lights. Let's go. 3rd and 4. We've got tanking in it at tackle to tight end. He's playing jumbo tight end for us. And we're dropping back to throw. And we are sacked. Looked like there was space to step up there. It didn't happen. Tulsa looking to go 4-1. And they're off to a great start. Here's 3rd and 4. It's good defense, but Donovan Harper allows the catch. Cardell Williams moves the chains. Although, fumble recovered, and we keep Tulsa off the scoreboard for now. Our offense does nothing again. And Tulsa's on the verge of scoring again. Can we rely on another turnover? It's tough to get those. It really is. Here's 2nd and 8. RPO. Played hard flats. Okay. This Cardell Williams cat can play. Our offense, unfortunately, cannot. Redmond in there. That's a big TFL. The true freshman flies up the gap. Makes the stop. Tulsa should get 3 here, though. But the obvious thing everyone's wondering, they faked it! And we shut it down! It's another turnover, this time on downs. But the obvious question, can our offense actually do anything? Answer so far continues to be a resounding no. We're down 7-0. 3rd and 5, throw over the middle. It's a 1st down. Zion step toe. A lot of time coming off the clock. Our offense has scored 0 again. It's also burning a ton of clock. It's another 1st down. I mean, they could easily be up 14-0 going into the half. Our offense simply can't score, and that's a problem. We have no ability to move the ball. It's a 3 and out like every time. Big hit, David Redmond. But I don't know how we keep Tulsa off the board here. They've been weird. They've been crazy. They do have 7 somehow. I don't know how they got it. And there's a sack. The true freshman defensive tackle got there first, I believe. Terrell Radigan came in and cleaned up. It's 3rd and 11. Ton of time going off the clock. Shot to the end zone, touchdown Tulsa. We go to the 2nd half. All right, interception. Onaiha was a ball hawk for us last year. Sets us up with a chance to score. We need our offense to wake up. All right, here we go, Thad. 6 rushes, 20 yards isn't that bad in the triple option. Thad Gentry again. The great thing about Alex Teska, this guy could take a beating. I don't know if we have that guy there yet. Here's 3rd and 2. Run up the middle. TK Hodges does have enough. Aquavius Dunbar on the tackle. And we need to find a way to get into the end zone here. We're going to pitch it, and it gets out to TK Hodges. Touchdown. Richard Gregg with the pitch of dreams as he's being wrestled to the ground. Lets it fly. And it's perfect to TK Hodges. Touchdown. We're on the board. And our defense has done enough to give us the football back. 3rd and 7. We need a touchdown. On the move is Gregg, and he just ran completely out of steam. How does he not have enough speed there? Did he stop? Can I see a freaking replay? Nope. We'll settle for 3. Kind of a long one. But we got it. Right down the middle. It's a 4-point game. Need our defense to come up clutch. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. We didn't get a moment following what appeared to be a 1st stop. 2:39 to play. It's an option. There's the pitch. If we keep him out of bounds, that's fine. 3 here isn't the worst. We'll need a touchdown regardless. We're going to run commit. Straight down. That's a lot of speed. Lloyd Avant gets the first and then steps out. Man. Giuseppe Sessi, you want to come up, make a play? Oh, it's going to be intercepted by Johnson! What are you doing? I am holding to the right to run to the right. He's like, actually, I'm taking it out. The interceptions in the fucking end zone. You gotta help me out, EA. Please stop controlling them. Let me control the player. Please. Please let me. Why would they... Actually, we're going to control them, and we're taking it out every time. Nearly safety. All right, safety's going to be harder here, but it's going to be 3rd and 8 from our own 3. I don't want to go down because there's so much open area to the right side. If we can take it horizontal, we can actually take it out in the end. I don't want to go straight up. I don't want to just go down when that could have been a fucking pick 6. Excuse my language. Just get fired up about this shit, man. Here's 3rd and 8. Richard Gregg. Lower the shoulder, make a play. Show me you want it more. Miles Grubb. Man, how do we not get to the outside there? The minimum play clock, I got to turn off the play clock thing. Because that shouldn't be that much time off the clock there, I don't think. We got to change it a little bit. I mean, I think if they give us the wide receiver screen, there's potential here. There's Miles Grubb. Like, do we really have to go, like, hurry up every play? How about you line up under this freaking center, dude? 53 seconds to play. I'm going to have to call a timeout. Otherwise, like, 30 seconds is going to go off the clock, which we really can't have. Yeah, I got to turn that off. Because you got to remember, at college, they stop the clock to spot the ball, briefly. So it shouldn't be 15 seconds going off the clock no matter what. That's why the play clock Excel thing is kind of stupid. It's going to be a fumble. We recover it. We're going to be forced to call another timeout. Second and 22. On the move. On the run. It's Major Blades, the true freshman. Thank you, Major. Big game. Honestly, we need Garnes out there. I don't know why he's not out there. He's got 98 speed. Instead, we're throwing a freaking running back, and he's actually a monster. Major Blades makes another catch. But I don't know why he's not on the field. I don't know why he's not. We need the speed of Braden Guards over Hutchinson. He gives us a chance vertically. 37 seconds remain. Stepping up. Look at the power of Richard Gregg. The guy's an animal. He lowers his shoulder. He does what it takes to win. Throw out a sack, interception is how this one's going to end. Did they reverse that? Did I not even realize? Well, all right. Game comes to an end anyway. Throw out a sack, interception is brutal here. Good stuff. And that is going to be game number 2 in the books. It's another loss, unfortunately. So we fall to 0-2 in season number 3. It's a bit of a different ball game, I guess, without Blake Horvath and without Alex Teska, without Eli Heidenreich. Offense is just struggling. Cannot do anything in sim, actually. We really haven't had much of a chance, unfortunately. We're scoring 0 points in sim. I don't like it's tough. We gave up on Aaron Slay. That proved to be a good decision. LSU's going crazy to keep him in state. But, oh man. We're falling behind the 8 ball a little bit on a number of players that I actually quite liked. Greg Golston was one at running back. And here's a rivalry game at Air Force. We've got a chance for Bernie Hearns at quarterback, but it's not a great one. And show me middle linebacker. How do we look for Thad Douglas? He's going to be a Georgia Bulldog. Championship contender drops for us a little bit. It's at a B+. We need to start winning games. Thad Douglas would have been a great addition to our class. This one's over, unfortunately. We'll have to pivot. He looked like he had insane potential. We unfortunately have no chance. We would need Georgia to go on like a generational losing streak, and maybe we could fight for a flip. But Georgia's usually in the college football playoff. So we need them to lose a lot. Where's Georgia? They're 3-0. They're going to be a high championship contender. This is going to be a pretty awful season, I would say. It's going badly already. Things will only get worse, it seems. Recruiting is just not here. 0-2. We desperately need a win. We are 0-1 in the conference after a loss to Tulsa. But all is not lost. There are a lot of teams in the American that have not even played a conference game yet. This is a game we absolutely cannot lose. Starting 0-3 would be pretty bad. I think that goes without saying. It's been tough for recruiting. We really haven't been able to schedule any visits. We had a week 4 and then a week 8 home game. I think that sweet spot is 5, 6, 7, and we really have not had an opportunity there at all. So a little bit unfortunate, but our nation's military squares up. Going head-to-head. Air Force versus Navy. Stadium's going crazy. It's a packed house. It's a big rivalry game. And we'll see if our offense is actually capable of doing anything today. It's been a really rough start. And I still don't know why Blades is moving out into the slot. If somebody can help me out with that, I'd be greatly appreciative. Greg taking off. Big game. Because he's not listed at slot receiver anywhere. Yet he keeps finding a way out onto the field as a slot receiver. Keeper will pitch that out. Hodges tiptoeing. Gets 5. Yeah, we'll fix the play clock thing next game, I suppose. They're going to call that back. As we stepped out. 2nd and 12. Greg on the move. He's got great speed. He's not going to be contained. In fact, Richard Gregg's still going. Gets it all back and then some. Fake pitch. I mean, Grubb cooked him down the field. I just didn't think we would have any chance of throwing that with Richard Gregg. Got to remember, we're extremely limited throwing the ball. Yeah, we keep dropping back here, but mostly to run. And that's what Richard Gregg is good at. That's what we're doing. Come on, Gentry. That's looking a little bit more like Alex Teska. That's what we need. Major Blade's going to get this one, though. Come on, Major. Oh, you got to pick up a block, TK. Hodges completely sold us there. I know he's not a blocker. I mean, he's not a fullback or anything, but you got to pick that up. Richard Gregg is looking pretty gassed. I'll tell you what, he's a phenomenal pitcher of the football. Blades with a stiff arm. He will be short. It's 4th and 5. We're going to keep the offense out there. On the road, far hash kick. I actually just don't think we have that. Shot to the end zone. Yeah, that's my reaction indeed. Richard Gregg just misses him. Found him too late. Air Force takes over, but so deep into their own field, you know, their own territory, wasn't really worried about it. And, I mean, we get the ball right back. I'm pretty sure we just had an interception, although it wasn't showing there for some reason. They got to get better about that. I'm 90% sure we had some type of a turnover. It turned yellow on the play there. No interceptions. Forced fumble by James Gee, true freshman, also recovered it. Way to play. All right, offense back out there. We throw that. Oh, that really floated up. It's still alive. And it's 4th and 4. We're going to go for it again. All right, we're not really a passing team, and yet we keep passing here. It's wide open, though. Man, he's such a bad thrower, but there's TK Hodges. Hodges with speed. That's a touchdown. Maybe he's a great thrower of the football. Floated a little bit. TK Hodges runs right underneath it, though. Touchdown. We're on the board. A little unusual, but we're on the board. Air Force going for it on 4th down. 4th and 1. They're going to spread things out. That's got to be bait. They are going to throw it, and Flynn just didn't contain. It wasn't his responsibility, to be fair, but quarterback scrambles for it. But it's a fumble recovered by Connor Lizon, and we stop Air Force from scoring. But again, we don't simulate well at all this year. We do nothing in simulation, and Air Force gets the ball right back. That's got to be picked off. Giuseppe Sessi jumps in front of it. Sessi has no speed. He's tracked down. Great play by the vet DB there, but I'll tell you what, we need better returns if we want a chance to score, because our offense cannot be relied on. I miss our backs, dude. I really do. I miss Alex Teska. I miss Eli Heidenreich. Try a screen. There's Gentry. I feel like Teska, we would have been able to bowl into the end zone there. Not the case with these young running backs, Zach Gentry, or Thad Gentry, and Major Blades. We don't have that ability to fall ahead. 4th down, we're going for it again. QB power, show me what you got, Richard. Touchdown. He found space. Rich Gregg with the score. And we have a lead, and we're holding it for the first time in what feels like all season, surely, right? I mean, it just has to be. 3rd and 5, let's run it. TK Hodges makes it real close. I mean, you know we're going for it in this spot. Fullback zone dive. I think we're better up front than Air Force is. I think we win the battle. Thad Gentry got it. But I'll tell you, it is tough, because we face a 3rd and 6 in moments. This is not easy with our offense. And that turns into 4th and 5, where we will actually take the points here. And we'll try. Got some wind. It's going to push that thing right down the middle. Get 17. So we erased their points they got on that previous drive. Our offense is back out there. And we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've got a 17-3 lead. It's a big rivalry game. We're going to win another one. I said that too early. Barring anything crazy. We get 0 with TK Hodges. And we did not go for it there. Air Force gets the ball back. Oh my god, dude. 4th and 7. Air Force needs a first. And we're just sagging off completely. And it's a touchdown, Air Force. Oh my goodness. Alright. We can snap it here because it's going to go down to the 2-minute anyway. There's Gentry. Truck through somebody. Show me that you want to be here. It's going to bring us to the 2-minute timeout. When I said it's going to bring it down anyway, I mean, like, once you're inside the play clock time, so like 2:38, for example, any play you run is going to go all the way down. Like, we know they're not going to call timeouts before the 2-minute timeout. Here's 2nd and 4. TK Hodge is looking for space, finds enough. Timeout, Air Force. Touchdown should end the game, but almost ideally, we don't score at all. And we just kill the entire clock. Obviously, don't want to fumble. Second and 7. Major Blades gets it. Finds space. There's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. There's the power. Major Blades said, "Get off me." Maybe the true freshman needs to be our main back. Hodges shut down. We're going to be taking a lot of time off the clock here. Shouldn't see too many more plays. But going up by 2 scores here, I would certainly take. Hodges shut down again. 3rd and goal. We're going to give Blades another touch, see what he's capable of. This should be the final play of the game. 3rd and goal. Blades to the outside. He'll get there. Major Blades. Get some salutes in the chat for the Major. It's a perfect name for this score, for this school. He might have to play over Thad Gentry. He might have to. That's the ball game. We finally win one. Well, all right. Air Force going for it in this spot. Nice check down. It's intercepted by Onaiha. We're going to run it up even more. Irabanoise Onaiha. And no, it's not pronounced noise. Noise Onaiha. We just call him Onaiha around here. We're going to win by 20. 30-10. That's what we needed. A big-time rivalry win. Our first win of the year. This hopefully sparks something. Our defense played well against Air Force. Richard Gregg played great through the air. Only 2 incompletions, 130 yards, and a touchdown. Rushing. I just don't know that Thad Gentry is that guy. I was hoping he would be. I think Major Blades is probably just better. I'm thinking so. We'll see. Touchdown for TK Hodges through the air. And then defensively, had a few TFLs in this one, but no sacks. Of course, we're playing a team that doesn't really throw the ball. But when they did, we turned it the other way around. Onaiha and Sessi, each with interceptions. Couple of forced fumbles, Lezon and Guy. They recovered both of those and a touchdown for Onaiha. It feels good to get back in the win column. More bad news on the recruiting trail. Bernie Hearns will be headed to Penn State. We're really just not winning any of these. And my fears have also come to fruition here with Sam Turner. Oregon has pushed, which means we no longer have a chance. Now, that does bode well for some other recruitments. We have more hours to put on to players that we should be able to get. And now I'm wondering, if we left our points on Thad Douglas, did we actually have a chance? I don't know, because it's going to be week 6. Did we give up too early on Thad Douglas? I don't know. Seems like probably not. He's going to go to Georgia anyway. It'd be different if we had a visit, I guess. I don't know. We need to find some linebackers for sure. We actually are probably going to be able to scout because we have so many hours right now, which we typically have not had. I don't think we had a chance. I think he's just going to commit to Georgia, unfortunately. It's one of those things. Lambo, 6'4", 240, though. Hopefully his speed's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, the recruiting class is still going to be good. We're just not going to be able to bring in like 10 5-stars, which is obviously what I was hoping for. But that's, you know, not always possible, obviously. So, McCracken commits to Bama. Golston to Michigan. So we're going big after running backs. We are unlikely to get any of them, or we're not getting any of them. So this has definitely been a really, really interesting recruiting cycle so far. I've added some players to our board. Hopefully some of them are good. But recruiting, I mean, we're still probably going to end up with a handful of 5-stars, which is amazing at Navy. As I've said, that we're probably just not going to get like the close to double digits that I was hoping for. But again, if you think about it, that is a little bit of an unrealistic expectation. So maybe I'm being a little bit hard on the recruiting class so far. We're actually doing pretty well. Let's kind of change the way we're thinking about it. We're not doing amazingly, but we're doing pretty well. And sometimes that's enough. Molinaro is going to be an interesting one. I'd love to get him on a week 8, but I'm just not sure how possible that's going to be. It's going to be tough. Because it's week 6 now. Is he just going to commit before that? The real possibility. Real possibility. Now we have more hours to put on some of the players that had locked us out previously. This is going to be a real interesting class. We are ranked, by the way. No, we were. We were ranked. We were showing up as the number 25 team, but here in week 6, we are just outside. The media has us number 25. I'm going to guess the coaches poll does not. No, we're number 23. Why are we not appearing in the top 25? I don't know. We're 1-2, but guess what? The committee knows ball. We got off to a tough start, tough schedule. I mean, dude, we had to play Maryland early, and then Tulsa. These are not easy teams to beat. We smash Air Force. It was never even close. Never close. We're on a roll right now. This is a team that has heart, that can get it done. We're going to roll into town at FAU. FAU is, are they in Boca Raton? They're somewhere. And we're going to win. All we can do is go 1-0 every week for the rest of the season. We're number 25 on the screen. You can't see it behind my face cam. We're number 25. Thad Gentry, we're giving him another chance here at fullback as the up man. Show me something this week. That's a good start. Let's go, team. Here we go. He's running the ball a little bit better so far. It's early, but it's working right now. But Major Blades, he's impressed. He might end up getting some more time. But right now, it's the Thad Gentry show. He's just getting every single touch so far. Blades is out onto the field. Tried to keep that with the QB. Here's 3rd and 5. Need at least 3 here. Quarterback keeper tried to pitch it out. It didn't go. That's Gavench Marcellin on the tackle. That is not a name. Gavench, if you're watching. Sorry. It's a crazy name. Well, I've never seen it before. Maybe it's popular elsewhere. We got the ball back. 3rd and 7. Let's get Gentry going on the screen. There we go. There we go, Thad. Here's my problem with Thad Gentry. He really has no ability to create extra yards. He's only as good as the blocking is for him. And I think Major Blades can make somebody miss in the open field. Or go through them, as we've seen so far. There's Major Blades. This is what I'm talking about. And I know rocket toss numbers are apparently falsely attributed to the quarterback. It's showing yards there for Blades. I think Blades is working into that RB1 role. The more I see of Gentry, the more I like Blades. Richard Gregg, touchdown. Good drive. Let's go. Ooh, quick score. I don't like that. FAU on the board. And we're back to work on offense. 3rd and 6. Quarterback keeper. There's the pitch. There's the Major. He's a tank. Major Blades is the offense right now. In fact, second half, Major just might be... He might be RB1. Gentry's not showing me anything. It's a pretty big problem. We average 0.7 yards per call in this. Cortez Harper into the game. Okay. He's got good speed. I mean, he's only a 63 overall true freshman. But, you know what? He's got some pretty good speed. He's got some pretty good potential. Where is TK Hodges, I wonder? Greg shut down. Okay. There's the pitch. Major Blades. He's not really much of a cutter. Not much of a Bieber fan. But he's capable of the power runs. Thad Gentry down inside the 5. Come on, Thad. Yeah, I mean, I keep saying it, but we know what he is, unfortunately. It's going to be Major Blades probably from here on out. Although there's a broken tackle as he scores a touchdown. He's not hitting the Heisman after that, surely. Oh, man. You know what? I like the enthusiasm. And we get the ball back. Let's go. 2nd and 6. Gentry. Just break a tackle and keep going one time. Please. All right. I miss Alex Tesca. We knew he was pretty good, but man, I didn't think we would miss him like this. Pitch to Major Blades. There's not really anywhere to go there. We trust Brandon Garnes here? Is that crazy? It's more of, do I trust Richard Gregg? Nope. Sacked. That's Gavench Marcellin. That guy's a playmaker. Third and goal. Under pressure. Oh, that's apparently beyond the line of scrimmage. 4th and goal. Take our points from the 7. You know we don't miss these. Imagine. Okay. The defense has played great. They keep giving us the ball back. I love it. 20-7. Oh, they read Rich Gregg there. Man, I want to be able to escape up the middle so badly. It's not often an option. Quick throw. That might be a penalty on the safety. It shouldn't really be pass interference, maybe, but we'll take that. 1st and goal on the 1. Let's find a way to get in. Thad Gentry. Doesn't do anything. Richard Gregg keeps it. Touchdown. I don't remember hitting A, but Thad Gentry kept it. And we have found the end zone. It's 27-7. And our defense is really just the reason we're winning this game right now. We held FAU to 7 points, but it's short field after short field after short field. It's making it easy to convert. It's making it easy to get into the end zone because we really haven't had, you know, to go 60, 70, 80 yards even. We have no ability to cut. I mean, it's terrible how slow we feel. Show me like a rocket toss here. That's what I want. 4th and 2. Here's a run. Thad Gentry barely gets there, but does. Here's 3rd and 7. Cortez Harper is in the slot. He's got good speed. We're going to get him the football. Oh, he's playing hurt. Does make it 4th and manageable, though, which we will go for. We'll go for it. Come on, Thad. Get there, buddy. All right, Richard Gregg, keeper. Richard Gregg! Down inside the 10. He got skinny. He kept working. Richard Gregg's going to be a dog. Brought the Georgia boy up to Maryland. He's been impressive so far. He's fumbled the ball. I tried to pitch it when we were contacted, so that's kind of more on me. But our defense has given us the ball right back. Fumble recovery. David Redmond falls on it. Our defense, they're the MVP. It doesn't let us move here. The left side of the field is wide open. Wide open. 2nd and 10. Major Blades. He is the fall forward tank. Yeah, we're making the change after this game. I keep saying it, but I've seen enough. I'm committing to it. After this game, Thad Gentry's still going to play, but he and Major Blades are switching roles. We went for the pitch again. Major Blades! A major touchdown! Salute to the chat for the major. Dude, he's a beast. He's a beast. Now, it'll be interesting to see, like, Major Blades is going into a tougher role now where he's going to be, you know, contacted a lot earlier when touching the ball. Radigan was almost there to blow that up. And now Thad Gentry, with more speed, is going to have a better opportunity to make some big plays happen. So I like that. I just think they're both going into better roles. I think it's going to increase the effectiveness of our entire team. Donovan Harper, the true freshman 5-star corner, with an interception. And a chance for a big return here. Donovan Harper continues a great day by the defense. We're up 41-14 now. And that should be your final. Inverted scores. FAU was dominated. We needed a game like this. This was huge. Navy here, 6 for 8, 77 yards for Richard Gregg. No touchdowns, no picks. Thad Gentry is a yard away from 100 with a touchdown. Gregg had 2 touchdowns. Major Blades had 2 touchdowns, but 7.5 yards per carry. And receiving, nothing much to report per usual. And this defense played great. No TFLs, but 1.5 sacks for McLean, 1 for Radigan, half a sack for Sermon, a pick, of course, for Donovan Harper. And fumbles forced for James Gee and David Redmond, both recovered. The true freshmen on defense are starting to make some plays. We've moved up to the number 22 team in the nation as we're 2-2. It's a fitting ranking. Thad Douglas does commit to Georgia. We gave up there. And on Stephen Kanoy, we just didn't have a chance. But Tracy Gee has also locked us out. I don't think we ever really went after him too hard. Just added him to the board late. But this is going to enable us to get some of these 4 and 5 stars. The class is going to be better overall as a result of giving up. And we have just overtaken FSU. If they do not have Molinaro in on a visit next week, we're going to make that happen. because Molinaro is a very good-looking prospect. It is neck and neck. We're actually going to get passed up by them. He's going to pick FSU. Getting a visit won't even matter because it's going to be over. That is unfortunate. I mean, you can call it a 50-50. FSU looks pretty good there. But I guess you could call it a 50-50. It's not amazing. Kinoy is gone. Again, it looks worse than it is right now. We're losing out on a lot of the guys we've already given up on. In a lot of cases. We're locked out on players we never started to recruit. For the players that we're actually making a big push for, which is a lot in the secondary, we could add 3 5-star safeties. Of course, some of those guys have the potential to play corner. We could add 2 big-time 4-star corners. So I feel pretty good about that. Louisville with a visit week 8 could be a little bit weird. So we might lose out on Jared Davis, who's a good player. Maybe not exceptional. I think Greg Thorne looks a little bit better. I don't know that we want to visit there quite yet. We look great for Armand Lavrone. Right now, we're in a great spot. We're going to bring in multiple 5-stars this class. I would say almost no matter what. I mean, obviously things can go south, but it looks pretty good right now. We'll leave that at 55. David Lambo looks great. Might have to start looking at some of these other players without offers. The O-line's going to get a big boost this time around. Yeah, we're going to be fine. We're going to be just fine. It's going to be a good class. A lot of 4 stars, but that's good. We're going to have no visits for week 8. And that's just going to have to be the way that it is, unfortunately. Kind of putting all of our points into other places right now. And week 8 is just not going to be the week. Just got to focus on winning. We're number 22 in the nation. Taking on 3-2 Charlotte. In the past, in some of my Dynasty series, Charlotte has been a bit of a problem. I don't think we've ever put them in that. That looks kind of cool. But it can't happen this time around. It's year 3. We're an 85 overall team. We are going to move Major Blades and Thad Gentry in the depth chart. It's going to be the first thing we do to start this game. And I'm interested to see how that's going to go. I feel like it's going to be a really good change to kind of highlight their individual skill sets a little bit better. But, I mean, you never know exactly how it's going to play out, especially in sim. Like, that's kind of the most challenging aspect of it is, okay, does the higher overall running back perform better in that spot comparatively? Thad Gentry's got a little bit more speed. I think he might be better in this role. Blades is kind of more of that downhill thumper style guy. And I'm hoping that he ends up proving us right. And that's a great addition. 3rd and 8. Let's go, defense. Make a stop. Defense has been playing great lately. Not here, though. Big first down. Deshaun Purdy, brother of Brock and Chuba, actually. Or Chuba. Chuba? I think it's Chuba. Here's 3rd and 4. You can see the resemblance. We're all over that. That's going to be incomplete. Should be easy reads. I should be saying a children's book right now. But unfortunately not. And that fumble just got recovered down to our own 4-yard line. Who fumbled the ball? Tell me it's not the Major. Tell me it's not. Major Blades put the ball on the turf. God, dude. No one wants that RB1 roll. Oh, big hit, though. Love to see that. That was Job Grant. We're not where we want to be here. Oh, Donovan Harper stops a touchdown. The 5-star freshman corner. Thought for sure that was going to be 6. 3rd and 4. Got to make a play. They're going to call defensive pass interference on that. It's such a BS call. What are we supposed to do? Is this uniform combo tough? I guess it is a little close. For me, it doesn't really look that bad. Oh, David Redmond, big hit to stop a touchdown. The fact that, I mean, we've made so many stops here on the one. RPO, touchdown, fine. I mean, you give a team 6 chances, they're finally going to take advantage of one of them. All right. Major Blades into the backfield. I mean, the socks on him look absolutely ridiculous. We kind of just gave it to him no matter what. Just wanted to see what he could do. Might try it again. No! Richard Gregg takes it himself. I never pulled it. I don't know why sometimes it is pulled and sometimes it's not. If I hit right trigger, is that an automatic pull? I think it was only A to keep the ball. Just trying to hit the hole hard with the running back. Here's the Major. He's playing hurt. That's the problem. He's banged up already. We're going to give Thad Gentry a touch here. Or actually, even better maybe, TK Hodges. This with 96 speed should be phenomenal. Where's the spin move? I don't know. I'm getting frustrated here. I'm doing things and the game's deciding to do other things. Down 10-0. That's not really going to help us too much. A lot of wind here. But the kick is good regardless. We brought it back to a touchdown. And we need our defense to make stops. We really shouldn't be down 10-0 right now. Been a little bit unlucky, but here on 3rd and 15, we've got a great chance to make a stop and get off the field. Check down. Just got to wrap up. That's perfect. That's the 2-minute timeout. 2-minute drill gets some points. 1:33 on the clock. We're at the 40. We're going to get sacked here nearly. Big blitz there from the 49ers. Let's get guards working underneath. We'll have Hodges maybe take a linebacker and clear this area out. Garnes makes the catch, but 98 speed is not enough to outrun a Charlotte defender. 3rd and 6. Taking off. Richard Gregg. Big first down. Let's keep moving the rock here. Keep moving the chains. On the move. Be a lead blocker. There we go, Richard Gregg. I mean, you can't be knocking him out of bounds like that. Come on. I know that's not extremely physical, but give us a call. Give us something every now and again. Gregg taking off. We're going to slide there. Gregg at 50 rushing yards in the first half. 50 seconds to go. Gregg taking off. Has enough speed. 2nd and 3. Kind of hurrying up to the line here. No, tried to throw it. I swear the controller's not working, dude. I hit A. Gregg's like, nah, I got it myself. Touchdown, Rich Gregg. All right. Yeah, good old Dick Gregg making plays. Big Rich Gregg. Charlotte scored a touchdown instantly. Our defense needs help. Not a great start to the second half. We just can't catch a break. Quarterback keeper, big tackle. Touchdown is saved. But it's still a really tough spot. Kola Matungi comes into the game. Redmond is in there. Touchdown, Charlotte. Third down alert, 4th quarter. We're down by 14. I don't know how we get this to Grubb. I don't think we have the arm. I think it's bait. We're going to try, though. Nope, Miles Grubb touchdown. All right, we needed a quick strike score. We got one. Miles Grubb uncovered in the slot touchdown. Charlotte scored instantly again. God, our defense, man. What happened to these guys? 4th and 3. Oh, thanks for that. Need a first down. Otherwise, the game's pretty much over. Richard Gregg did manage to get it. 4:35 to play. Here's 3rd and 8. Stepping up. Gregg shot down. Now, you're not actually going to give me a moment here. That's okay. I'll take over. 4th and 1. This might be an instant pull and pitch. I think that went well. Okay. Major Blades jumps here. He starts pass blocking. What are you doing? Clock stops. 1st and 15. Stepping up. Running as Gregg goes over 100. Here's 2nd and 4. These all end up being basically design runs. Gregg under pressure, but the defensive tackle does not have the speed to contain Richard Gregg. Touchdown. All right. That was a big play. We need a stop on defense. 3:30 to go. I think we're talented enough. We just are not currently stopping who we need to stop. That's got to be a pick, please! Donovan Harper's there. The receiver maybe plays better defensive back than he does receiver. Knocks it down. Saves what could have been a game-tying pick 6. Big tackle is on. Also, you'll notice we went for 2 in Sim and didn't get it. So we're down 31-23. 3rd and 9. Need a stop. That's going to do it. All right, we'll get a chance back here. 2:37 to play. We've got all 3 timeouts, so the game is not over if we don't get it here. But obviously we need a touchdown. 2:29 to play. I mean, we're relying on Richard Gregg probably to go out and make a play. It's exactly what we're going to do. He's at 132 yards rushing. You're seeing a lot of the same thing every play, which is Charlotte not respecting the scrambling ability or over committing to rushing the QB, and Richard Gregg is taking full advantage. I don't know why the clock didn't briefly stop there for the first. That's a little bit frustrating. 2:11 to play. It's another throw at a sack pick as we're going to lose another game. The throw out of sack interceptions are actually insane. Come on, man. How does this keep happening? It's so stupid. Now we'll need a turnover. And we're very unlikely to get one. Great job. We held them there. Cool. If they want to pass, that'd be great. I don't think they're going to. You really just, we don't force fumbles. You really can't on Heisman very often. It happens once in a blue moon, maybe. Touchdown, Charlotte. 1:44 to go. We have one timeout. I guess it's not really over, but we need an onside pretty much. Pretty much. No, we do. It's been a rough season. Shot down the field for Watkins. We just don't have the arm. If we have to throw, we're in tough shape. I think we might be unranked after this. We're going to find Miles Grubb. Nice catch. Trying to score as quickly as possible. No, please line up. They're all over that. Richard Gregg's thrown for 3 touchdowns today, and an unlucky throw at a sack interception that is going to cost us the game. Jefferson Lambert on the sack. Probably should have just thrown it there. TK Hodges was open in the flat. 3rd and 11. Throwing for Gentry. It's a beautiful ball. It's a touchdown. And I'm surprised it doesn't want us to go for 2 here. Usually it likes to down in the game. They're going to review this. Okay. You just run the ball, actually. Major Blades, can you get it for us? He can. It's a 7-point game. And we'll need an onside kick. It's a decent try. We got to get on it. Charlotte lands on it. That is the ball game. We gave it a good try, but again, we lose. Frustrating game. We scored 31 points and lost. That's on the defense. We allowed 4 passing touchdowns on 12 completions. We allowed 77 yards rushing to freaking DJ Khaled. Not great. Not great stuff there. Richard Gregg had like the game of his career. And it really didn't seem to matter very much. 3 TFLs, a couple of sacks in here. No picks. Kaloma Tungi forced a fumble. We did not recover it. And we'll drop to 2-3, 1-2 in the American. Our dreams of making the college football playoff disintegrating. We lose the 50-50. Molinaro picks Florida State. Championship contender drops to an 86. Terrell Radigan still wants to leave. Getting cold feet about joining the Navy. We were right there at the end for Molinaro. He just picks FSU. We are looking pretty good for a number of 5-star safeties. But we are unranked, and our season is kind of falling apart. Well, I don't know that it's actually ever really been together. But, man, we're going to bring in some great safeties, which I'm saying it sarcastically, but we do need safety really badly, so I'm actually pretty pleased about that. But outside of that, there's really not a ton to be pleased about. So, pretty brutal. Temple is coming to town. It's our first home game since week 4. This is only our 3rd of the season. A lot of losses so far, but we've lost to 6-0 Maryland, 7-1 Tulsa, and then just close to 4-2 Charlotte. We've lost to some pretty decent teams. So I guess silver lining, I think with a win, maybe we're ranked again. We've got to beat Temple. They're an 80 overall, so they're not actually too terrible. But I think, still have a chance at the college football playoff. I don't know if we can win the American. I don't know if that's possible. But we do, I think, still have a chance at the college football playoff if we win out. We have Notre Dame next week in week 9. An upset win there could be huge. But continuing to come out here and not score against anybody is pretty bad. We've really got to be able to score. Come on, Major. Punch it in. All right, down to the 1. We need some development, for sure. Major Blades, touchdown. Thank you, Major. This is going to be a blowout win. I feel it. Already got the ball back like this after a score. I swear I pulled it. All right, we'll get 10 here. 10 feels safe. Maybe not a blowout win. We'll see what happens, but I feel like our defense was going to be able to play well on this one. And we've allowed 3 to Temple so far. We're actually going to blitz Giuseppe Sessi here. Get there! There's pressure! David Redmond, the true freshman, got in. Nice. Can we answer on offense? 127. Got to go 80 yards. That's a good strategic drop. The check down was probably not the play there. Guards one-on-one against their best corner. I honestly like our matchup. We're going to roll out here and get 3 with Richard Gregg. I keep feeling like there's potential to make a big play happen. We're just not finding it. 3rd and 7. Beautiful ball to Hutchison. They really like, you know, telling you to pass here in the waning moments of the second quarter. I still think there's enough time where we could run. How about with Richard Gregg? He's got enough speed. We'll spin out of bounds. There's got to be a flag for that. He is being gang tackled. 10 yards out of bounds. Simply unbelievable. He's just not a good thrower of the football. We know that. Had a chance there. Couldn't hit it. Take that, though. I mean, we've got a real chance to make this 17-3 before the half. I would feel pretty good about that. Oh, the pitch did not work. Please find the ball. Oh, my God. The pitch went off like a helmet. And there goes 17-3. And we're in half number 2. Whenever I say something, man, it just doesn't work. We had it. The pitch, like, he extended it into a helmet. That was maybe a questionable pitch, but it's going to work out for us. Sometimes I need to be not afraid to keep it with the quarterback and then keep it with the QB. It doesn't have to be, it's not a double option. It's a triple option. The quarterback is an option of someone who can just keep it. Gregg's going down. I don't know how we can't explode through that. Quarterbacks just have Nerf speed. It's still somehow 10-3. 4th and inches. Halfback direct snap. I mean, what a call. I don't think there was any way we could have defended that with how light that box was. Okay, that's not really what I want when I say pinch. Everyone's alignment completely changed. That's a big-time play, though. Is that the true freshman, Molinaro? Big-time 5-star, making a huge stop. Our offense is so bad. I'm partly responsible. I mean, there's no question. It's another pitch that doesn't work out. Picking it up, TK Hodges. He's got a chance here. Good gain of 3. The pitches are going a little bit crazy right now at the moment. There's the pitch. TK Hodges. They didn't contain him, and he's got too much speed. TK Hodges will go the distance. That's 17-3. Isn't it crazy that we could have had that score line before the end of the first half, and here we are with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter just making that happen? Chaos. It should result in a win, though. Not the cleanest win, but it should be a win. There's a sack. Honaiha in from the secondary to bring down the quarterback. And with 56 seconds to play, we should be looking at a win here. 3rd and 2. Quarterback keeper. Get up the field. Temple's called their final timeout. We had a chance there, but we're going to take the victory. Thanks for coming out, Temple. We really needed that one. We really needed it. Back in the win column, we're 3-3. It's going to be tough to be ranked at 3-3, but I think a victory over Notre Dame could push things in the right direction. Major Blades averaged 1.1 yards per carry. That isn't great. Our offense just is pretty bad. The reality right now, unfortunately, is Campanaro with 2 TFL. Seppi had 2. Lasan with 2. The reality, Griffin Willis 2.5 sacks. Flynn with a pick. Our players are not high enough rated overall-wise to perform in simulation. Part of the reason that we could find success in sim was that Blake Horvath was good. Alex Teska, Eli Heidenreich. These guys were high-rated players. We don't have that. And obviously, it's certainly affecting how well we perform when we're not actually playing. We host Notre Dame. They're 6-3, unfortunately unranked. Otherwise, this could be a huge game for us rankings-wise. But that being said, we do have 2 players on campus. David Lambeau and Jared Davis. Jared Davis, I think, will commit to us regardless, but I sure don't want to lose. David Lambeau, I think, commits to us regardless. I think we're going to be doing great here. I think we could potentially get some more visits going to guarantee some new commitments. Armand Levrone against UAB, let's get him in here. Let's guarantee some commits. Jeffrey Daniel, I don't think we need to worry about. Dragaicevic, he's a hybrid safety, which means to me he's got the potential to play corner. Might be important to get him on campus. We have Clemson making a push for Henry Maggio. Definitely want to get him. Another good safety, 90 speed, 83 zone coverage. Wow. Clemson out of nowhere making a monster push for Greg Thorne. This is going to be a huge week, but he just might end up going to Clemson. We actually might need a visit next week for him. We got passed up for Dean Malik. Oh, that is brutal. And that just might be all she wrote. Okay. We're going to have to give up on Dean Malik, I think. BYU has pulled ahead. We don't have proximity to home. He's got a visit to UW. Just in an unfortunately bad spot there. We're going to try to get Greg Thorne on campus. Hopefully he is not committed prior to that. And where was the other one where guys were making a big push here? Maybe for Needham. I don't really like where Clemson is here at all. We're going to get Maggio on campus. So we got some visits going on. We should be getting some 5 stars. But overall, things are not perfect on the recruiting trail. We're in a decent spot. Things could be better, but we're going to get hawked down for some of these. We still don't have a commit in the class yet. That 100% will change after this week. 100%. And then maybe we get Needham on campus week 11. The USF game is our last chance for visits the entire year. So we might actually want to fill up next week against UAB. We've been pretty unbelievable this series in rivalry games. I think we've beat Notre Dame 2 out of 2 times so far. And we're the best we've ever been overall-wise, and so are they. 90 overall. Performance-wise, we obviously are not playing up to par. Maybe we could still go on a run and win the national championship. It, of course, doesn't appear that way right now. But this is a big game. We have recruits on campus. We're on the verge of getting our first commits of the season. This is a big week. This is a big game. We need to play our A game against Notre Dame. And I'm thinking if we can continue to beat Notre Dame, I'm thinking it's going to spiral. It's got to make some plays. Kenny Minchie is Notre Dame's quarterback, and they are driving down to the 2. We know we can't really force a turnover at this area of the field. We just need to try and get a goal line stand. It's a good start. Jadarian Price, nowhere to go. 2nd and goal. I don't like how we're spread out. I don't really like how we're spread out at all. It's just not a good spot for us. Touchdown, Notre Dame. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a really tough one. We're going to need to try and shorten the game. We're just passing the ball a lot. 3rd and 2. I just don't like this formation. Let's go to the pistol. Gentry clear the way. Major Blades first down. There's just nowhere to go. I thought there was space, and we're going to punt here, unfortunately. And Notre Dame's going to score another touchdown. That's a massive, I really can't overstate this. It is a massive missed opportunity that we had 4th and short there in the CPU punts. Like 4th and 3 from midfield. Down 14, we're not punting. We're going to try to find a way. Major Blades finds a way. We need a touchdown. We look so bad. Sacked. It's a Boubacar Traore. Yeah, this is brutal. Notre Dame certainly appears to be the better, faster, more physical team. They've kind of got stars all over the place. High point, Hutchison drops it. Now we'll have no choice but to punt. Okay, great work from the defense. Got the ball back. We're on the 13. Let's make something happen. Now is the time. I did not pull it. Whatever. Touchdown, Richard Gregg. Oh, man. All right. Happy with the result, that's for sure. 14-7. We need to make a stop on 3rd and 13. We can go pass commit. Get me to David Redmond, please. Pressure would be incredible. It's a first down, Notre Dame. We're right there. It can't be caught every time. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Accidentally ran commit to start. Then pass commit, and it still didn't matter. Notre Dame down to the 1. And we're again playing a losing game here. Redmond with a huge tackle. I mean, we're going to keep committing to stopping the run. If they want to pass, good for them. Touchdown at Notre Dame. They passed. Couldn't get there. Blitzed everybody. Notre Dame with the football again. I mean, they keep dominating time of possession. They keep getting the ball. It's 28-7. There's a throw out of sack interception. Getting pretty used to those. Not that it would have mattered. 35-7 Notre Dame. I don't know what we can do. These were very different results in Season 1 and 2. Season 3 has been a disaster. Yeah, let's get a field goal up. Why not? 35-10 looks better. It's just a tough year. This is like Tulane Dynasty Season 2. Nothing's going our way. It's just and I know Notre Dame's a really good team. We beat them 2 out of 2 years. This is obviously not going to go our way Season 3 because nothing is. But they're driving down and scoring a touchdown every drive. And in simulation, we're scoring on almost 0 drives. That's tough to overcome. It just is. There's no scenario where we get back in this game. Yeah, maybe fullback dive will get us back in it. It's just a tough spot. Give me a touchdown, though. Miles Grubb. But it's too big of a mountain when we allow a touchdown every single drive. 49 points. On the move. Nice spin move there from Richard Gregg. 49 points is just a tremendous amount. At least we can scramble pretty well. That's cool. It's been a tough season. We threw a touchdown on this play. Last drive out. Actually might have another chance here. Miles Grubb diving catch. Maybe we are just a vertical offense all along. We didn't know it, but line up, please. Please snap the ball. It's actually a flag. It's going to be a holding. Cool. It's 1st and 20 now. Yeah, just one of those games. One of those years, even. I think this kind of effectively ends our season, to be honest. I'm not really sure what can happen where it's like a positive outcome. Been sacked 4 times. Greg has minus 16 speed. Just a tough year. But as I said, a lot of a lot of young starters just needed another year or two of development. Now we're kind of more worried about sacking the quarterback so that Terrell Radigan doesn't transfer. Worried about kind of putting this recruiting class together. But overall, the option playbook and personnel is certainly failing us a little bit. We're having a tough time. 43-23 is your final. 1 point in the 3rd quarter. I doubt that. Class is starting to come together. We get our first commitment of the cycle. It is 5-star free safety, but potentially if we need a corner. Jeffrey Daniel from Cornelius, North Carolina. That's a big get. Anything else here? Yes, 4-star corner Jared Davis from Bradenton. We do lose out on a tight end that we didn't recruit the entire season. That's totally fine. And we go down to B- championship contender. That obviously is not my favorite. We're just going to be a middle-of-the-pack team this year. I mean, we're fighting to be bowl eligible. The CFP poll is out. We're not going to be a part of it. But that doesn't mean we can't have a productive season, at least in terms of recruiting. I'm going to call him Dragaicevic. He has a week 11 to Michigan randomly. Why? That's frustrating. Armand Lavrone. It's a good thing we scheduled a week 10 because Michigan and Illinois are closing in. Maggio will be there. Lambeau, of course, did not commit. We had a blowout loss, so minus 75%. That's pretty brutal. And that lets Tulane really get back in it. Maybe even Mississippi State could come out of nowhere and secure his services. I sure hope not. Look at Clemson, dude. I knew they were going to make a run at Greg Thorne. Good thing is, he's on campus this week. We actually have a chance. We have a chance. Need a big win. We've got hours here. We need to get players on campus. Trenton Needham is on campus as well. A blowout win this week would be pretty big. Really cannot overstate that enough. It would be absolutely imperative. We'll see what happens. But yeah, things could be good. Right now, they're just okay. The season is over. UAB coming to town. We will have visitors this week and next week. We're really focusing on the trenches pretty much, but you also see some DBs. Ready for visit. Doesn't matter at this point, but in terms of guys with visits scheduled for this UAB week, it's 5-star pass coverage type inside linebacker Armand Lavrone, 5-star free safety Henry Maggio. Who else is going to be here? 4-star corner Greg Thorne with Clemson right there, breathing down our neck. And then Onaje Adibo is next week. Angelo Thomas is next week. Trenton Needham's the last one. Agile center. Alabama's making a big push. A big visit here could go a long way. So that's what we're going for. I mean, do we have any coach points to impact any of these guys? I think we've already really spent the ones I want to. Otherwise, I'm just kind of saving at this point. We can increase weekly recruiting hours. Yeah, that stuff is not really going to be too important to me right now. Especially not a receiver. All right. 5-3 UAB. 4-3 Navy. Are we 4-3? I think we're 4-3. We're fighting to be bowl eligible. You need 6 wins. I think we're going to get there, of course, but I mean, you never know. You never know. Things have not gone our way. I'd like we're 3-4. We're negative. Under 500, I should say. 3-4. Yeah, that's not great. Keeping it with Richard Gregg. Oh, if he could have made a miss in the open field, that would have been huge. 4-3 would be great. I'd kill to be 4-3 right now. Oh my God. That would be wonderful. It's not that good. Didn't really see anywhere to go with the football. CPU loves to request that we run passes. I don't really want to pass the football. Good block. Greg with a move. We had, you know, an option downfield with Thad Gentry, number 44, but just opted to run it. Oh, man. We're doing a lot of passing right now. It's bizarre. There's a... Oh, not a first down? How do you mark a short there? 3rd and inches. Major Blade's got to be able to get it in this spot. This falls ahead. We'll guarantee the first. Don't need to get too crazy on 3rd and inches. TK Hodges, get to the outside. We'll just spin back inside. Wanted to avoid a loss there. 18 calls, 2.8 yards per carry on this. I wonder if that's part of the reason, or part of the reason of that is because we're calling it in like 3rd, 4th, and short. Here's 3rd and 1. Can't lose yards in these spots. Just need to guarantee that we can get it. What? Is that not the worst spot of all time? The ball is just over the 25. How do we not get forward progress? I'm going to challenge it. It's the first quarter. I mean, that is... Are you going to say because he put his hand down that he was trying to fight for extra yards there and fell down? That'd be a ridiculously bad call. And they're gonna hold it. Unbelievable. Bring that one back. Major Blades, first down. We lose a timeout on the challenge. It's the first quarter. I don't really care. Thankfully, we were able to convert. Greg. A lot of fight. A lot of fight from Richard Gregg. Shut it down that time. Come on, offense. Find a way to punch it in. 3rd and goal from the 3. TK Hodges. Diving. Stopped at the 1. If our nation's Navy, which is kind of what this is, cannot punch it on 4th and goal from the 1, we don't deserve to run the option. Touchdown, Major Blades. He found a way. True freshman. Pounds it in. Good reach at the end to make that a possibility. Also, with recruits in attendance, a blowout win here would be huge, so settling for 3 is not what I want to do. I just don't get punting on 4th and 2 from the 46. We're just not going to do it. But we're having a lot of trouble here. There's a toss. Hodges is short. Oh, man, we're having a tough time. We're having an incredibly tough time. Our defense is actually playing pretty well, though. Our offense, shockingly, is not. Not played well the entire year. Oh, there's a sack. Miles Campanaro got to him. Missed field goal. And they're going to try another one. We're going to call a timeout. Maybe we'll ice them. A block here would be cool, too. There's the kick. It's got a chance. It's off the post. 5 seconds to play. We do have a timeout. Is there any chance to get into field goal range here? We might not even need it. Miles Grubb down the field has a chance for a score. Miles Grubb, touchdown and a half. Beautiful. Miles Grubb, long touchdown. Maybe we should be a vertical offense. Huge touchdown. 61 yards after the missed kick. Let's have a big second half, please. It's 3rd and 7. Like, when we constantly get 3rd and long like this, it's tough to convert. And we don't. UAB on the board. And they have the ball. And our hopes of a blowout win are basically out the door. Quarterback taking off. He's got more than enough speed. 4th and short. And they're going to go for it here. I don't like this matchup at all. Quick throw outside. First down. Things are just not going well this year. They're just not. 4th and 3. Of course you're going for it if you're UAB in this spot. We're going to show a more conservative look here. That's going to be a user pick. Easy reads, the cat in the hat. Easy reads, David Redmond with the interception to keep UAB off the board, and they've got the ball right back. It meant nothing. I mean, it meant something, but our offense is so bad in Sim. Get out there. Tell me you didn't drag him ahead to get it. Yep. 3rd and 5. Hoping for another pick here. How about a pick 6? We can't score on offense, so. Big hit. Redmond. Big playmaker in the middle of the field. 4th and 5. I like hard flats here because I think we have them down the field. Thankfully, that should be short. We're not able to hold them. How? I'm going to throw a challenge flag on. Nothing to challenge. I don't know how that's completed, by the way, against hard flats. Simply no idea. UAB continues to have the ball somehow. Simply can't imagine how. I mean, they're on the verge of tying this thing up. We need a turnover so bad. It's a big TFL. I'd love to bring the QB down in the backfield. How about that? Sack here would be great. They just keep finding a way. It's Amari Thomas. It's going to be 3rd and 1. We're approaching the 2-minute timeout. It's a big 3rd down. They're going to throw the ball. They're going to run into a sack. We sent heat and we got there. That's the 2-minute timeout. And this is a massive down. Massive down. 4th and 9. Game on the line for UAB. Shot to the end zone. It's picked off by Donovan Harper. 5-star true freshman corner ices it. And we'll try to end the game. 21-7 would be a great score for us. TK Hodges does have speed. They contain the hell out of him. We lose 8. UAB's got a lot of fight. They've got so much fight. I mean, they're going to get the ball back. That's currently what we're looking at. UAB is going to get the football back. Oh my God, great blocks. Thought for a second there Gentry was going to be able to find the space. $1:40 to play. UAB football. They need a touchdown. Get me in a different defense, please. It's going to be a tie game almost certainly here. They're going to find a way. They're going to find a way. Please. How about an interception for us off a tip one time? How about a throw out of sack interception for the CPU one time? That would be nice. Big hit. Love it. 3rd and 10. I've just been stressing out the entire season. Just not our year. We can make a big play, though. Shot down the field. It's intercepted again by Donovan Harper. Finally, this nightmare is over. Finally. We're going to beat UAB. We're going to hold on. TK Hodges. I'd love points here. Again, you got to remember we have big 5-star visitors in attendance. Points here would help. Greg on the move. He's going to take off. He's got space. Richard Gregg down to the 20. Let's call a timeout. I know that's crazy, but we could use a morale boost here or something, dude. 24 seconds to go. I'd love a touchdown. It's not going to happen. But I tell you what we will do. We're going to get 3 up as time expires. How funny would a block kick return for a touchdown be? Block kick return for 6 would be super funny. You'd have to admit. 3 as time expires. We win 17-7. It's been tough this year. It's been tough. But in the end, we find a way. We mainly have not found ways to win this season. We found ways to lose. 3 sacks for Terrell Radigan, though. I think that's going to help keep him here. 2 picks for Donovan Harper. Terrell Radigan needs more sacks to stay at Navy. We're just not really sacking the quarterback enough. But I think a lot of that is due to the fact that here at Navy, you don't play a lot of games early on in the schedule, early on in the season. So when it's factored all by accumulation, it's all counting stats. It's not sacks per game. It's total sacks. It's easy to fall behind there as we do land a commitment from 5-star linebacker Armand Levrone from Wilmette, Illinois. 4-star outside linebacker David Lambeau from Memphis. He better be fast with that last name. Greg Thorne picks Clemson. Trenton Needham picks Alabama. I don't know how those even ended up being 50-50s, but losing Thorne to Clemson at the last minute sucks. Needham's not the worst loss in the world, but Thorne is a bit of a frustrating one. He is a slot archetype, and we're bringing in multiple big-time safeties. Radigan, 3 sacks in this one. Really excited about the way he's developing. But we're 4-4. We play USF. We have a lot of hours back. Man, it's brutal to lose some of these 50-50s at the last minute, but it's just unfortunately how that goes sometimes. But now we can max out on the remaining players. We can start to scout a little bit, which I've said and then we haven't really been able to do just because we've needed these hours for so many different players. This really is going to end up being... I shouldn't have taken that off. It's really going to end up being pretty close. I think we're going to bring in a ton of big-time offensive linemen still. I think we've got a chance to get Angelo Thomas. He's on campus this week. There is a competitive visit with right guard Onaje Adibo. But we mostly look pretty good here. Like, even though we've missed out on some big offensive linemen, if you told me, great visit for Greg Shelby at Rutgers as Rutgers takes the lead. But if you told me that we were going to bring in like 4 or 5 4-star offensive lineman in one class, I would be really thrilled with that. And that's kind of what we're looking at right now. I think with a win this next week, we are going to guarantee so many commits. Greg Shelby with a win, I think, is joining the Naval Academy. I think Adebo is well on his way. Angelo Thomas, I would say, is well on his way. And then at center, Dom House with a big win, I think, ends up making the right decision. So we could still bring in 4 big-time offensive linemen. I don't feel that bad about it. Running back is not too big of a need after we missed out on the top guys. We're not necessarily going to bring in the biggest class here of all time, but it's mostly looking pretty good. Henry Maggio is very close to committing. I don't think Clemson's going to be able to jump us there. Yeah, I feel like Greg Shelby looks better than what it's showing, but we've lost on a lot of these. 4 commits right now, but a 5-star, another 5-star, with potentially 2 more 5-stars on the way. That's a pretty good class. Big week here. We're 4-4. Charlotte's 5-0. We actually have an outside shot to make the conference title game. Is that true? I guess. Tulane's 4-5. North Texas and then Army, of course. If things roll the right way for us, we could somehow play in the American Conference Championship game. That's not impossible. Here's what we're going to do. We've been holding on to these coach points the entire season. We're going to unlock Tactician. Finally. And we're going to boost our O-line and just get them maxed out. I think that should help the offense function a little bit. And we're going to hopefully take on and beat the USF Bulls. Big home game. We've got to beat them. I think that could actually be color clash. Put them in green. Big time recruits on campus. This is a big, big week. If we can somehow get a blowout win, the class is going to end up looking like a top 20 class very comfortably. I think with the number of 5-stars that we have, which is going to end up being like 3 or 4, I think we do have what it takes to push for a top 5 class. I don't know that we're going to be quite that good with the way that some of these have gone, but I think we could absolutely end up pushing for at least a top 10 class. Doesn't exactly help us get elite recruiter, but still could be good nonetheless. So all that to say, it's a big week. We want to win every single game we play. That is not what happened this year, but this is a big week to get something done. Good blocking down the field by Miles Grubb. It's the tight end Evans making an impact, which we typically don't see. But I like that. Our running game is it's just not what it was. We lost too much talent. Richard Gregg's been fine. We've done a lot of scrambling this year, but it's just the backs that it's so different with no Teska, with no Heidenreich. It's a much tougher group. And like you just can't miss that. We'll try 3. Got some wind here. Got a chance. And we're good from 50. What do college kickers do? Well, if I'm using them, they make it. They don't miss. Big kick from Childers. Our defense has let us down this year. A lot of freshmen starting. I get it. But now is the time to start making plays. There's pressure. Ball came loose. It's recovered by Lazon. Blitz from the secondary. That's a huge play. Terrell Radigan comes away with the football somehow. I don't think so. Take another look at it, I guess. I was pretty sure Lazon fell on it. but maybe not. Maybe Lazan made the play. But again, we're back on defense. 3rd and 8 to start this second quarter. I'd love somebody to make a play. Donovan Harper knocks him out of bounds. 4th and 2. You'd expect USF to go for it in this spot. That's exactly what they do. And that's just going to be too many yards. Our 4th down defense has been pretty bad the entire year as well. 3rd and 9. This is a developmental year, though. That's what it is. We're starting 2 freshman defensive tackles. You know, sophomores all over the place. McLean gets there. Jashawn McLean has like 99 finesse moves. He's made no impact this season. It's a big play, though. It's 3-3, and our defense needs more help. Our offense needs to help our defense out and make a couple plays. Touchdown, USF. I mean, you stick him at the catch point and he holds on to it. I don't know what you expect. It happens every time. And our offense does nothing, and our defense, again, is forced to make a stop on our side of the field. It's been the entire season. It's been the entire season of this. We might need to consider a move out of the option playbook next season. AJ, we just are not seeing the effectiveness. And the throwaways there are crazy. I mean, we desperately need a win here. A blowout win would obviously be preferred, but we need a win. Timeout, USF. I honestly think pressuring this QB is going to result in him making mistakes. So we need to do more of that. I think we're really going to start to blitz him a ton in the second half. If he takes advantage, we can live with it. This is going to go wide left, and we still have a decent chance. Out sneaks in. No. All right, second half now. Big 3rd down, make a stop. Of course it is. Down by 2 possessions. We need to make a play. We're showing heat. Allowing 3 is okay. We're down 19-3. Finally, an offensive moment. We cannot move the ball in simulation. And in a play the moment series, that's kind of the kiss of death. It's really tough. Well, no, we didn't miss it on the drive. We can't take 3 here. It's 19-3. We've got a quarterback that can't throw. That works, though. Hutchison has a chance for 6. Hurdling and in. Touchdown, Hutchison. We needed that pretty badly. Makes it 19-9. We're going to try to make it a 1-possession game. Not enough space. Down still 19-9. We got the ball, though. How about a moment on 4th down? Thank you. 4th and 4. Clock's ticking. I didn't even see the safety. I thought we had a clean shot up the field. Never saw him. They blitz. I just thought they rotated the safety away. That's fun. Thanks for the 4th down moment. That was great. First down, USF. Our nightmare season continues. This was a team that was in the CFP last year. I'm going to say a bold take here. I'm going to say we won't be repeating that. They're going to throw. Touchdown. Why are they throwing up 19-9 on second down in the fourth quarter? And it's another fourth down alert. Hey, please revamp the way moments work, because this is absolutely ridiculous. We can't have a blowout loss in Sim. And the moments likes to be like, all right, I know you need points here. We're just going to make you skip a couple plays, and you can get the ball on a third and long. Enjoy. Turnover. It's going to end up being the game. Oh, Lord. Now doing all we can. Again, I'm just not seeing the safety. The green, I guess I'm like a dog. I'm colorblind here. Yeah, we're doing everything we can to not take a blowout loss and get minus 75% for these visiting players. Nice. Big first down. It's just, hey, run 4 verts every play, see if something can happen. Best case scenario, we have 3 timeouts. I'm trying to talk myself into a scenario where we actually don't lose. But there probably isn't. Please just don't be in the way. Trying to make something happen. 2nd and 10. Just want to scramble every play, really. Yeah, how about more all go? I just don't, we don't have the quarterback to rip it up the field and rip it up the seam. Oh, okay. That somehow worked. Luke Hutchison touchdown. 2-point try. We're in there. We have 3 timeouts. We're going to try an onside here, though, anyway. We've been very close to recovering these, just not quite. And again, we're not going to get this one. 1:11 to play. We have 3 timeouts. We can at least save ourselves from a terrible loss. We're not going to win at this point, probably, but... Hey, maybe we get a lucky turnover. I don't know. But we're trying to save ourselves from a blowout loss at this point. We kind of have done that. But I guess there is still time left. (26-17). Big 3rd and 8. Please just give up. Please just don't try to get it. That's a throw across body late. Victory formation for USF. That's going to be the game. Whenever you're ready. USF wins 26-17. We dropped to 4-5. Nightmare season. Yeah. Really considering abandoning the option. But our problems do kind of go beyond that a little bit. Our defense is so bad. To be fair, I mean, this has been a weird season. We really haven't even run the option that much. We do get 5-star free safety Henry Maggio from North Carolina. In a good spot for Dragucevic. Championship contenders down to a C. That's really where this starts to get pretty bad. Is when you You find players that have that as a deal breaker. That's where things start to get tough. Clear winner. That is brutal. Notre Dame has jumped us for Angelo Thomas, or is holding on significantly. We didn't really get the blowout win we were looking for. That is unfortunate. Oregon now is like, oh, you want them? We have interest now. We'll see what happens. The fact that you can't scout players with deal breakers that are already on your board is kind of frustrating because I don't even know if we want to leave them on there. But yeah, it's been tough. Do we have any play for this physical receiver? He's a 4-star. I mean, we're still on the board. We don't know anything about him. We can do a max of 50, but he's not really being heavily recruited. I don't know. Maybe. It's tough. Okay, our season has fallen apart really from the jump. We have been so terrible. I'm not even doing alternates in this one. We'll take on Tulane. It reminds me of Tulane season 2 where everything fell apart and it was just a disaster. It was awful to sit through an entire season where we just kept losing. Our recruiting class fell apart. We could have guys flip, by the way, if we don't get our championship contender grade back up. We need to start winning games, and it's clear that in simulation we can't score, and then on the field I'm not consistent enough running the option this year in order to make anything happen. So we're consistently in, spots where we have to pass, and we don't have the personnel for it. We are not built for it at all. We're going to look into going for it here. 4th and 4 from our own 31. Terrible decision, but guess what? We're 5 and 5 on the year. There's Richard Gregg. At this point, every week is our Super Bowl. We're going to get crazy. We're going to try to make some incredible plays. That is an offensive lineman up the field. There's Richard Gregg. Way to make a play. Richard Gregg. All right. Starting to work the triple option a little bit. Major Blades breaking tackles. We're just a year away on development at least of a lot of these guys. It's unfortunate, but we're just a little bit away. On the move. Oh, God, Richard Gregg. It's his Super Bowl. Just took a massive shot for 4 and 5 Navy. Hutchison, touchdown. Way to hold on. I feel like we're back in Tulane Dynasty playing here, to be honest. Kind of miss it in a way. Stepping up, Richard Gregg. He's got 82 yards rushing in the first quarter. Incredible talent. On the move again. Richard Gregg puts his body on the line. He's over 100 yards with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Finally, loses a couple. It's Matthew Fobbs-White. Certainly remember him. Shot to the end zone. Can never really get that jump ball to fall. Went with a wide receiver screen. That wasn't the call. UTEP's going to make the freaking CFB. All right, 10-0. Any win at this point we'll take. Our championship contender grade is completely screwed. It's 10-10. I mean, we didn't have a moment for the entire second quarter. Laser to Gentry. Thad Gentry, maybe his first touchdown since game 2. Uncovered from the slot, ripped it in there. Touchdown, Thad Gentry. Huge. 17-10. Good tackle. 4th and 6. Probably just going to take 3 here. Come on. Major blades in the backfield. Oh my God, the pitch. TK Hodges was not ready for it. We lose a bunch. But we got it back. How do we do it? Zach Flynn recovers a fumble. It's 1st and goal from the 9. Please find a way to win. Richard Gregg down to the 1. He has 10 total rushing yards since the first quarter. TK Hodges touchdown. Nice. And the football back. Darian Mensah still at Tulane, never transferred to Duke here. Or anywhere for that matter. We just need to take time off the clock. Need to be able to do it. Whatever it takes to get a win. Tulane you'd think would be at the top of the American here, but has struggled a lot. And you'd think we'd be at the top of the American, but we have also struggled a lot. You know, I thought there was a chance we were going to be making a national championship run this year. That obviously has not happened. Rushed that one a lot. But, you know what? Building year. We're up 27-20. Tulane still all 3 timeouts. I don't love where we are here. We have numbers out there. Good block. Hodges makes a man miss. We're a play away from the 2-minute timeout here. Should be a couple first downs away from icing this thing. Really can't follow those blockers enough. Down 27-20. Nope, up 27-20. I'm so used to being down. I don't even know what the score is. 3rd and 9. I mean, it's falling apart. It's falling apart here. We're going to give Tulane the football back. They have 1 timeout and really plenty of time. It's a good punt, though. Wow, he returned it. Fumble! Recovered by Tulane. We finally see a fumble. It's on special teams, and we don't recover it. Please, defense. Good pressure. Mensah's a good QB. We can't get too crazy against him. Turnover wins the game. Keep him in. Good tackle. We're going to snap this with 1:30. Maybe a little bit less. Mensah getting the call from the sideline. Get back. It's a check down. It's only a short gain. It'll be 4th and 6. Game on the line for the Green Wave. We're showing pressure, and we are beat up the seam with Redmond. We got too aggressive. Tried to end the game. We gave Tulane a lot there. We got really aggressive. There's no question. I thought we had a cover with Redmond. His change of direction is not nearly good enough. Check down's fine. How do we not wrap him up? Thankfully, no more Mekhi Hughes, but this running back's kind of looking like him. With those broken tackles, they're going to spike it. This is where I want to dial up pressure. A sack here maybe forces a timeout. If we don't get a stop, I don't know. Oh, big tackle. That forces the timeout. Don't even worry about those what ifs and who knows at this point. 3rd and 11. Make a play. Good pressure. 4th and 11. Not going to blitz this time. We're going to play conservatively. That's got to be a pick. Easy reads. Hop on pop. Lazan with the interception and an opportunity for a return. Preston trying to save a touchdown. Shaz Preston does save the touchdown. But that's going to be the game. I mean, we can try a pitch here. TK Hodges, touchdown. Tulane gets the ball again, but it's not going to be enough. That is it. We have won a game, 34-20. We get our 5th win. We're that much closer to being bowl eligible. 3 completions and 2 passing touchdowns for Richard Gregg. TK Hodges with 2 on the ground. Gregg goes for over 109 or 110 at it with 119. Defensively, we had a sack in there for Jashawn McClain. Pick for Connor Lazan. We get our 5th win. It was ugly. We do land 4-star right tackle from Acton, Massachusetts, Greg Shelby. We've been passed up by Miami for Onaje Adibo. Championship contenders back up to a B-. Angelo Thomas is going to Notre Dame. Look okay for Callum Harper. 7-4 North Texas on the schedule. We should be getting Dragusevic. I don't think we're going to get a Debo. We'll hold in there in case Miami changes their recruiting style. I don't think we can get Angelo Thomas. So that's a bit unfortunate. I think Iowa has stripped their offer for Dom House, which means they've probably gotten locked out, which means it's anyone's recruitment. Hopefully ours. We could totally win that. Got a decent chance there. We're back in line for Timothy Pryor. I want to add another tight end to the mix. He's got 82 catching. Yeah, we'll see. I guess we could try selling on Anyanike. All right, I mean, we've got potential again to bring in a pretty good class. 94 speed for Oscar Nall. Hold on. Nall could end up being a pretty good player for us. We had a player named Nall in a Nevada Dynasty that was okay. And, I mean, we're getting in the mix here on Anthony Slovis. Sometimes I just target the 5 stars because, or the 4 stars, even if they're not all that good. It's going to help our recruiting rankings, which can absolutely matter here down the stretch. Desmond Pitts looks great. 88 speed, 90 acceleration at linebacker. We need all the help we can get at linebacker for sure. So I'm trying to get in the mix on a lot of these guys. And I'll keep you guys updated. But it's been a somewhat disappointing year so far, I would say. We're 5-5. 4-3 in the conference. I think we actually did have a chance to make the conference championship. We just kept losing some unfortunate games. And now it's like, you know, pretty impossible. UNT 81 overall. Tell you, that hasn't stopped any team from destroying us so far this season. That's for sure. Overall, if you're above a 75 overall, you got a pretty good chance to beat us. Now, the interesting thing is that almost everyone's been above that. I think every team we've played has been at least an 80 overall. It's raining here in Denton. Maybe that benefits our style of play. It's been a tough season. We know that. North Texas is 7-4. This would be a good win for us at this point. Never tried to pull that. Oh man, it's been a tough season. And it's just, it reminds me of these other bad seasons we've seen where our defense is non-existent, where every moment is your defense needs help. Your defense needs help. Your defense needs help. It's tough to consistently have your defense needs help and win games, and those are the only moments you get. Or like convert on this 3rd and long with an option playbook. You better wrap up. Our defense is rallying and making tackles. UNT going to be a hurry-up style offense. We might try to shorten the game. See if they try on 3rd and goal. Turn around the ball. All right. We'll hold the Mean Green to 3. They're probably not going to miss this wide right at home. They don't. Right down the middle. Big 3rd down. Make the stop. At least it's not your defense needs help. This is a minor improvement. Good pressure. Connor Lazan got there for the sack. And we get the ball back inside a minute and a half here. Have scored 0 points the entire half. I mean, I see some options. We're going to run, and we're not really going to be able to get around the block. It looks so wide open, we just can't make it happen. 2nd and inches. Running with Greg. It's caught by Miles Grubb. Oh my God, it's going to end up being a massive gain. I wanted to spin. Just can't call a screen right now. Throw on the run. Okay. Why are you on the sideline? 3rd and goal. Quick throw. TK Hodges drops it. We'll play to tie it. There's a lot of wind here. But that kick cuts right through it. We'll tie it at 3. Big 3rd down. Make a stop. Third and 15. Good pressure. Campanaro gets there. Our 5th sack of the game. And we'll move into the 2nd half. Why would they go for it in this spot? We need a strip sack here. Interception could have been cool. I guess that's why they go for it. There's not really a huge downside. Into the 2nd half, it's 3rd and 10. We can't really run option on 3rd and 10. Can't really run triple option. Taking off, Richard Gregg. Oh, I thought he was going to turn the corner there. Exhilarating game so far. 3-3 in the rain. 7-4 in North Texas. Trying to beat 5-5 Navy. Nothing's going well for anybody. We're on a slip and slide. Can't really change directions there. I don't want to be throwing the ball all the time, but That's... Is that a hold? Ineligible receiver downfield, I guess on a throwaway. All right. Declining it doesn't mean anything. We'll take the lead. (6-3). Never in doubt. And we need our defense to continue to play well. They've been the most confusing unit in probably all of college football. Some games they're great. Other games they really couldn't be any worse. And that triple option pitch really screwed us in that spot. We're back on offense though. 3rd and 9. We're going to head into the 4th quarter. After this play, taking off Richard Gregg. He's got fight. He's got a lot of dog in him. It's been QB Scramble Simulator when it should be QB Power Simulator. We've really not run that the entire season. Richard Gregg. Look at him on read option. 1st and goal on the 1. Our actual fullback, Ingle, into the game. He gets nothing. Ingle again. Touchdown. All right. Finally, we score a touchdown at least. Our defense has played well. We got man coverage down the field. We're getting aggressive. We've got the lead. Shot down the field. It's picked off again by Donovan Harper. He's had a really good year. 5-star freshman corner. He's playing like a 5-star. It's just the rest of our team isn't. 13 calls on this. Has there been an injury, or is it just a fatigue thing? Shoulder strain for Major Blades. James Gee, dislocated elbow. We've been missing him lately. Richard Gregg keeps. 1st and goal. Touchdown at this stage in the game ends the game. Okay, let's run towards the ball, TK. The pitches are pretty bad, turns out. I felt like that one was not actually supposed to be terrible. Throw behind Hutchison. 3rd and goal from the 11. It's good timing. Hutchison touchdown. Looks like we're actually a passing offense with that. I like that play. It usually works out well for us. 4th and 8. That's a sick route. Sick throw. That's sick timing. But we're up 20-3. How do we just get the ball? I'd love to know. Just 4 and out. Turnover on downs. We're about to make this 27-3. Richard Gregg, touchdown. And he takes out a mean green defender. Richard Gregg. Oh, my goodness. With the clothesline from hell, brother thinks he's JBL. 21 points in the 4th quarter. Wow. What a game. Richard Gregg is a dog. That was a weird one. 3.5 sacks, by the way, for Terrell Radigan. George Kolomatungi got in the game. Campanaro with a sack. Donovan Harper even had half a sack in that pick. Kaloa Matungi, I think, is going to make a big impact next year. But this year, obviously, not really much of one. Just a tough year. We can salvage it with a win over Army, though. And that's kind of how Navy football has been for a while. As we do get the 5-star from White Plains, New York, Frederick Dragusevich. It's quite a name. We do not get Adaje Adebo. In fact, Wisconsin even passes us in the end. Championship contender back up to a B. Terrell Radigan, it's his second 3-sack game of the year. But as Navy football historically has been, whatever happens during the year, if you beat Army, it's a winning season. We have beat Army every year. Every year we've done it. 5 wins before we took over in 2023. 12-2 in year 1. 13-2 in year 2. Year 3 obviously didn't go to plan. But if we can finish with a 7th win, it won't feel so bad. We really had a chance to be in the American Championship. We really had a chance. Unfortunate. Just really one too many losses. But the class, really not too bad. 27 right now with 4 5-stars. Only 3 4-stars and nobody else. But of course, we have a lot on the way. We have passed Iowa State for Dom House. I guess we passed Kansas. No, we passed Iowa, who's number 1. That's going to be a weird recruitment. We'll see what happens with that. Oregon's just going to beat us out for Timothy Pryor, more than likely. Terrell and Yannick, I don't think we have much of a chance there. We're trying, but not much of a chance. The class could still be okay. And we're pushing for that top 10 range. I would be happy with that. A terrible season can be salvaged. Just need to beat Army. They're an 80 overall, as everybody seems to be. I kind of like this. I feel like we never run that. We'll break out the all-Navy for one of these games. Not this one, because Army's going to be in the all-black, probably. And we've seen him in that. We've seen him in that for sure. Let's go all-black with the crossbones helmet. That's a pretty sick look. But it's stupid because we're Navy. Go Navy, beat Army, let's go. And Dimu's rated me and says, I hope Army wins. For what purpose, dude? That's so funny. This somebody joined and said, Dimu viewers out. You're not loved. As if anyone listens to you. Thanks for hanging out. Go Navy, beat Army. Let's go. Let's get it done. America's game. It's been a not so good season. But all that changes now. 3rd and 5. Fuck. Try a 52-yarder. Got a lot of wind. But we don't miss these. I think I held that down for a touch too long. It's just been one of those seasons. Did somebody play Fred Durst? Ban it. Ban it. It's just one of those days where we fucking lose every game we play. Easy reads. User pick. Green eggs and ham. The true freshman. Redmond with the interception. We're back. We've never been more back. This is why Army doesn't throw the football. And we really shouldn't either. And we're going to. 3rd and 6. Get on the move. Richard Gregg, here we go. Let's go, Rich. Big Rich. 3rd leg, Greg. First name being Richard is incredible. Dick Gregg. Lead us to the promised land. Tough year 1 for him, no question. Tough year 1. I don't think he's had a lot of help. And that's from me included. Here's 3rd and goal. Offensive line looked great there. We just couldn't really find anywhere to go with it. Right down the middle. We're up 3-0. I think our defense is going to be able to contain Army. If that's how we played the first time out, just threw it right at us, David Redmond interception, we're going to be good today. Quarterback taking off. He's going to be sacked. Terrell Radigan has been a monster this year in some games. He's a true sophomore, and he's getting better and better and better and better. We love Terrell Radigan. I'd love if everyone else on the team was as good as he is. It has not been the case. Richard Gregg on the move. That post over the top was interesting. We didn't like it. Gregg's fumbled the ball. Army's recovered. They've got a turnover axe. Caleb Williams couldn't cut it at quarterback. He's enlisted in this nation's military. And he's making plays for Army. Army knocking on the door. What a game this has been, dude. Throw over the middle. Touchdown, Army. First touchdown of the game goes to the Black Knights. And we had an instant answer maybe for the first time all year. Into the 3rd quarter, up 10-8. And we throw to Tanking. It's our jumbo tight end. Oh my goodness, his first catch all year, surely. Richard Gregg hits the former offensive tackle. Unreal. How do we not get a block there? We'll take the first, though. Touchdown in this spot would be huge. It would be huge. There's the pitch. Oh, my goodness. He got some real velo on that one. TK Hodges touchdown. What a pitch from Richard Gregg. He's about to die, by the way. Severe risk of injury, doesn't care. He's got a job to do. 16-17-8 now. Football back, end of the 3rd quarter. We are bowl eligible, by the way. So that's nice. Well, not if you want to see less of this Navy team like I do. I'm ready to get to season 4. But there will be a bowl game. Miles Grubb. He's been a great receiver for us. It's a shame he's gotten to a place where they don't throw the ball. But he's been a great receiver for us. In fact, let's give him a chance here. Nah, it just wasn't there. Touchdown TK Hodges, though. Our offense is starting to find rhythm. It's almost like Army's the worst opponent we've played the entire year. 4th and 7. We gave them that. Tried to play aggressive. Connor Lazan is injured. And Army scored a touchdown. We should have just played our zone, I'm thinking. QB counter could be a good move. 3rd and 4. Let's see. It was not. 23-15. 3:18 to play. Get after the QB. Way to wrap up Zach Flynn. That's their sophomore quarterback, Noah McGuire. Giuseppe Sessi interception, potentially. Shot down the field. It's intercepted by Zach Flynn. Back-to-back. Nice plays for him. True sophomore. You're not going to find a red shirt on this team, but true sophomore making a nice play. Under 3 minutes to play. We can put this thing away. Shoe clock is on. One more play before the 2-minute timeout. Evans is uncovered. We're going to run the ball anyway. I'm so sick of the triple option. I'm so sick of it. It's going to be tough to win a national championship like this. I pitched it, nothing happened. Timeout, Army. They're not out of it yet. They just need a few things to go their way, and we're hoping that, of course, that doesn't happen. Very good punt. We're going to start at the 6, maybe the 7. Let's go defense. Army's got 2 minutes. They need a touchdown. They need a 2-point conversion. And even then, we're still in a really good position to win. They've got 2 timeouts. They're not in the driver's seat by any means, but it really actually could be a lot worse for them. Screen! Quarterback. Noah McGuire. Very inaccurate on that. I guess there's a reason why he's the quarterback at Army. Lazan back from injury, by the way. Play action, shot downfield, and that's going to be an instant answer touchdown for Army. Wow. They did not get the 2-point conversion. They'll need the onside kick. They still have 2 timeouts. Oh, my goodness. We should just be able to end the game here, dude. 1:29 to play. They have 2 timeouts, but it really shouldn't matter. Just no stupid pitch, fumble, anything. Just win the game. Timeout, Army. Third and 11. 1:25 to play. And they shut down the run. They'll get the ball back. All right. Good punt at least, maybe. That's a pretty good punt. A lot of hang time. Oh, it was nearly a sick bounce. Army has 37 seconds to get into field goal range. Things have turned ugly. Keep him in bounds. Just wrap up. Perfect. You might even consider a spike here. Is that what they're going to do? It looks like it. Army forced to spike the ball. 3rd and 7. I mean, we're still going to rush 4, actually. Play over the top. You just can't get beat over the top. It's a throwaway. I don't know why the CPU does that all the time. 4th and 7. Game on the line. Everybody get back. And it's a throw underneath. They convert on 4th and 7. Can they get back to the line in time? They've got plenty of time. They're going to spike it. They're going to have 10 seconds. They're approaching field goal range. 10 seconds to go. Disaster here if we lose this game. Radigan can't get there. There's a throwaway. We're going to go man coverage. We're just going to drop everybody back. We're going to blitz Grant, and we're going to play Flynn down the field. Get there, get there, get there, get there, get there. The quarterback takes off. He's out of bounds. Time expires. We've managed to beat Army 23-21. We tried our hardest to lose that game. But Navy has beat Army again for the 66th time. Third time in a row here in this series. It was a rough year, but hey, Richard Gregg 8 for 8 for 151, 2 touchdowns. Added 44 on the ground. Touchdown for TK Hodges. Touchdown for Grubb. Almost 100 yards receiving for him in this game. Defensively, Radigan 1.5 sacks. Pick for David Redmond and Zach Flynn. We're going to check out the stats here after the end of the regular season. Radigan, I would think, has close to 13, 14 sacks. Maybe even 15 plus. We shall see here in a moment. We will be playing in a bowl game. We won 7 games. It was an unfortunately bad season. But, you know, they can't all go well. We've had so much success here at Navy already. Made the college football playoff with Navy. But unfortunately, season 3 was a bit of a setback. Here are the final season stats. Richard Gregg, 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns, 5 throw at a sack pick, something like that. Rushing, he had 800 yards and 9 touchdowns. The running attack was so bad. So bad. I mean, Thad Gentry, I thought, was going to get double-digit touchdowns easily. Ended with 1. Really, really awful. Receiving, Miles Grubb was that guy. I thought Braden Garnes would play a bigger impact. Didn't really happen. And then defensively, 10 TFLs for Lazon led the team from that right outside linebacker spot. 8 for Campanaro as a true freshman. Radigan put up 11.5 sacks. I thought it'd be a little bit more than that. 6 for McLean, 5 for Griffin Willis. And then 4 interceptions for the true freshman, Donovan Harper. It could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot better. I think now is going to be the time to fire our coordinators and try to bring in some guys that can actually recruit. I think that's a bit of a problem for us right now. We really don't have those guys that can recruit at a high level, and I think that's a pretty huge issue. Got to be able to recruit if you want to play well, if you want to win. We've recruited well, but there's still, I think, a lot to be desired. So, going out here doing what we can do in the final weeks of recruiting. Again, we can't do anything in the transfer portal, so this is what we have to look forward to. Losing out on Anyunike. Probably not going to be able to get Timothy Pryor because Oregon wants them, and that's just it. But it's still going to end up being, I think, a fringe top 10 class. We'll see how close it gets. It wouldn't shock me if it's just outside the top 10. Obviously pushing for that top 5 class if we can, but that might be tough at this point. The Master Motivators are really good early on, but these guys can't recruit at all. It's probably just time to move on. So Master Motivator's cool. We need to bring more talent in. I think that's going to be super important. So we are firing our coordinators. We are bringing in guys that can actually recruit. And Dom House picks Kansas. God, that is a frustrating loss again. So close, these guys are just choosing the wrong teams. Or maybe the right teams after this year. I can't believe we lost that one. I can believe we lost that one. If Oregon pushes for anybody, they're going to Oregon. Ja'Cory Brown of UCF wins the Heisman. What a weird season this was. And we'll play ULM in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. I've never even heard of that. Early national signing day is here. We'll check out what we got. Armand Levrone, number 4 player in the class, does have elite dev, 92 speed at middle linebacker. Frederick Dragusevich, star dev. Star for Jeffrey Daniel. Elite for Henry Maggio. Impact for David Lambeau and Jared Davis. Normal for Dom House, who we lost. Okay. Greg Shelby is impact. Timothy Pryor, we lost his impact. And that is our whole class right now. It's not very deep. There are a few 4-stars still on the table, as Notre Dame has jumped us for Callum Harper. Another brutal loss here at the end. Although, this is headed to the offseason, maybe there's a chance. Right? I don't think they can commit prior to that, because you can't... Nah, I mean, maybe they can. Even though we can't add any more hours, they still can probably commit at this point. So, all right. At this point, I would say we need to focus on bringing in new coordinators. Ideally, ones with elite recruiter. I wouldn't mind a good pipeline. I would bring in like a master motivator type as well, if they also had recruiting unlocked, but I'm not sure what the odds of that's going to be. Tactician wouldn't be terrible either to get these guys to actually play a little bit better if they have like scheme guru or something like that. But right now I'm not seeing, you know, master motivator. You can see it in the top right. I'd never noticed it before. And better coordinators become available, you know, as you go here. So definitely not going to be bringing in any of these OCs. On defense, I'm not sure that we're going to find what we're looking for either. No elite recruiter. Now that is scheme guru. XP bonus for wins against ranked opponents. That could be okay. Recruiter, we don't know how deep he is into that. So that's a name to watch, but not going to be offering right now. And that was CJ Wilson. What about Wade Bauman? Show me somebody with elite recruiter. We got to be able to bring in more talent. It's just not happening. So we'll wait another week. We'll jump in here to our bowl game. Not a very prestigious one, unfortunately. It is the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. It's not exactly what you wake up dreaming about. ULM is a 73 overall. And we're missing an opportunity here to put them in there, like Warhawk, kind of military, old school fighter jet style uniforms. But I'm honestly ready for this season to be over. I want to try and make this team better. This was a really disappointing year. We obviously don't want to be playing in the Frisco Bowl. Scooters Coffee, I mean, who has even heard of that? I've never heard of it. Evans with a catch. Imagine this. I mean, we're playing the worst team we've played all year. I didn't know 73 overall teams existed at this point. We should be able to crush them. But our offense is just not explosive. So it's not really an option. We can't really crush anybody. How often do we rip big runs? Rarely. On the move here, Richard Gregg still going. Yeah, if we finish 8-5, there have been worse seasons all time. No question. But, you know, our expectations were loftier than the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. So, there have been worse seasons. But it's just not what we wanted. It's a good drive so far. We're going to get a boost in the offseason. We're going to get upgraded. That's a sick play. TK Hodges touchdown. This was just not our year. We lost too much talent. It was too much to come back from. That's how it goes sometimes. This can't be our actual responsibility here. That was a weird play design. I mean, we're not going to burn a timeout at this point, but we should have tried to like check into a different defense maybe. But we overperformed in year 1 and year 2. And this is kind of like a, regression to the mean. Right? And this is kind of more where you expect this team to be in year 3. We were just ahead of schedule. It's all right. Oh, Greg on the move. They covered that pretty well. We're going to lose a ton of yards. You think with that type of speed we'd be able to evade something there, but just lost a ton of yards as a result. And we'll go into half number 2. 3rd and 1. There's TK Hodges. And we'll have another season of TK Hodges as well. I think he was only a junior. But our offense, we can't score in sim. Or when we're out there either. We just can't score. 3rd and 9. It's decent coverage, but we allow a touchdown or a 3-point. No, was it 7? It was 7. We allow 3, and we get the football back. 1st and goal. Greg, just fast enough. Touchdown, Richard Gregg, as the Dick puts us in the end zone. And we're back on offense. Let's go. 14-10. Touchdown here would be huge in the 4th quarter. It's going to be intercepted. I just simply can't take responsibility for that. Simply can't. I don't know why when we're on a wheel route, we try to time up the route where he is going to be wide open, and he just stops. You're telling me this isn't open? I don't know why he stops. I don't know why the ball ended up where it was. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. Defense came up clutch, though. Offense can't capitalize. Defense needs to make a stop. 2:14 to play, up by 4. Trying for that 8th win. We are in a hell game against 73 overall Louisiana Monroe. I gotta say it. There's a 2-minute timeout. Here's 2nd and 2. Big hit, Donovan Harper. I thought for sure we were about to get cheated there. Was had in my slot not to try to make a play on that. 3rd and 2. Joe Basley makes his 7th catch of the game. I'm going to show a little bit of pressure, then drop out of it. Kind of just doing whatever they want right now. Only 1:50 to play, though. They do have 3 timeouts, but very little room for error. Trying to get out there. It's a slant. It's a completion. ULM actually calls a timeout. I would not have. I think it's a really, really bad timeout. For them, of course. And that is a touchdown. ULM takes the lead. We'll get the football with 1:38 to play. 3 to tie. Touchdown to take the lead. There's Major Blades. He's playing a little bit banged up. We're in the driver's seat here. Let's not forget that. We are in the driver's seat. I don't like that Major Blades is hurt. We're going to get him a bit of a breather. And it's going to be Thad Gentry coming in that spot. Back to his initial role with this team in week 1. Cortez Harper in the slot. It's our third string running back. And eventually I think he's going to be able to do a lot more. He's a power back with really good speed and elite development. Even though we came into the season at only a 63 overall, he had no skill caps, really. Throw over the top. Braden Garnes down at the 1. We obviously had a chance to get in there. We've opted not to take it. Don't really want to give ULM the ball back with a minute to potentially answer. Braden Garnes, big-time, true freshman, 4-star receiver, has put us down at the 1-yard line. And we'll call a timeout. We are a yard away from potentially winning the highly coveted Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. Thad Gentry gets the give. Touchdown, Thad Gentry. I don't know who's going to be RB1 next season. I really don't. I don't know who's going to get that fullback spot. I don't know if we're going to be running the option offense. I don't know what's going to be happening. But that's a big score there. 12 seconds to play. ULM needs a touchdown. It's a check down. Timeout ULM. They've got 1 remaining. Trying to get after the quarterback. Shot down the field. Onaiha gets a hand on it. 1 second remains. Oh my goodness. Man coverage across the field. We'll be rushing 5. Quarterback takes a shot. Sermon gets hands on it. Incomplete for Basley. And I can't believe it. The impossible has come true. We are Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl champions. Oh my goodness. What a win. Unbelievable. This is what you dream of growing up. Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl champions. Unbelievable effort. Defensively, sack for Campanaro, Radigan, and McLean. Interceptions for Onaiha. Interception, I should say. Not much to report on, but a 47-yard catch by Braden Garnes was the difference. What a bad season. What a season. Can't believe we really did it. Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl champions. And we are ready for the offseason. Recruiting went okay this year. You got to remember, at the end of the day, we brought in 4 5-stars. That's pretty good. So, can't really be too mad about it. And we'll try to get these coordinator positions filled. We've offered on Jaden Doggins and Jason Schmidt. The coordinator options were not great. So these guys could be one-and-dones. Jason Schmidt at least has Scheme Guru with a little bit into Recruiter. Spent 40 in there. So it's a big upgrade from what we had a season ago, where we had 2 coordinators that actually did not impact recruiting in any way. So I'm expecting both of those guys to end up signing on because they were not getting offers from anywhere else. I would imagine that they do end up joining the staff. I'd be shocked if they didn't. They both do. They're not great. Now, I wonder why Doggins has a 3-year deal and Schmidt only has a 1-year deal. Either way, though, those are our new coordinators. The CFP bracket has Georgia and Clemson facing off at the national championship. UCF, with their Heisman-winning quarterback, made it to the semifinal, where they were beat pretty handedly by Georgia. But, I mean, Utah beat Washington State. UTEP lost to Oregon because obviously they did. It's a weird bracket, for sure, but it would have been nice to be involved. I'll tell you that for sure. As we'll see Georgia probably win the national championship. And we'll see what the rest of our recruiting class looks like. D Pro potential is bad. And that's not really something we're going to be able to improve. We could lose 5-star, now true sophomore corner Donovan Harper after a really good true freshman year. Pro potential going down that much, really not great. As Georgia, it looks like, barely beat Clemson in OT 52-50. What a game. But, yeah, pro potential at Navy is kind of crazy. You're not coming to Navy to go pro. Players leaving. Alex Sermon, true sophomore, and Wayne Choice. You'll notice Donovan Harper's not on here. That's big. Start with quarterback. Losing Braxton Woodson. He played a little bit in year one. That was about it. We do lose TK Hodges, so he was a senior. I thought he might have been a junior. And Isaiah Bryant, but only TK Hodges really played. William Engel, we had for a year. He's gone. Noah Bull, LaShawn Watkins, and most notably, Luke Hutchison was a good player for us, despite not being very fast. Kendall Evans, Rain Fry are gone. Our starting tight end is going to be a former tackle. Cam Nichols is gone. Michael Reeps, Caden Hooper. Hoke Smith is our best offensive lineman. Jabrian Davis. Our offensive line should be better overall, though, with development. We do lose Griffin Willis. Justice Ryder, Job Grant, Jashawn McClain was a good player for us. That's why we really need Terrell Radigan to continue to improve, but also George Kaloa Matungi. His development will be critical. Lazan is gone. Alex Sermon wants to transfer. We need him back. Greg Johnson is gone. Heathington, Onaiha, and Bryce Allen all graduating. Alex Sermon, please stay on. He has not been persuaded. Wayne Choice has decided to stay. 67 overall. Freshman free safety. There's some development to be had there. And then Giuseppe Sessi is gone as well. Kicker and punter are still here. I wish we could switch these. I'd rather have Alex Sermon than Wayne Choice. But it's unfortunate. We need to recruit well in the offseason with these high school players. Obviously, cannot use the transfer portal. We've got a chance to bring in some impactful freshmen. 3 stars. But overall, the 4 stars have pretty much all made their decisions. There are a few still out here. And now Joshua Artmore we can't even offer because we don't meet his pro potential anymore. It is always something. Pro potential now being down to a D is hurting us a lot. Wasn't really expecting that to be the case, but it's hurting us a lot. I'd like for Callum Harper to pick us over Notre Dame. Hopefully they've had a change of heart and don't want him anymore. But these guys wanting pro potential at Navy, it's not really a tremendously good fit. So it's a tough spot. Wes Eberly, 89 speed, 96 acceleration, 96 throw power, out of nowhere. We need LSU to not figure out about him. Because that's a player we absolutely need. Okay. I mean, athlete agile with 66 run blocks, not amazing. But maybe a lot of these guys are playing defensive tackle. 83 speed, 89 strength. That's a big-time gem. Maybe a developmental offensive lineman, but also maybe a defensive tackle. A lot of guys here with the chance to play D-tackle. I mean, 83 speed on the offensive line is crazy. Right now, we only have a class of like 8. We have the 45th best class in the nation, 7. But it's about to be filled up with 3 stars. It's going to be great. Got Silly Mays going crazy in the chat with the gifted subs. What a guy. And it's going to result in great recruiting wins for us. I don't know how that works out, but hey, if you... Callum Harper picks Notre Dame. If you want Navy success. You just got to come into the Twitch chat and give subs. We didn't have enough gifted, I think, is what was going on. Yeah, that's surely what it is. We've got a lot of hours now. A lot of players who I think are for sure going to be joining the class. Pro potential, unfortunately, sucks. We didn't do as well as I would have liked on the O-line in the end. I thought we would be getting 4 4-stars. It's just not the case. And with these 3 stars, you kind of just need whatever you can get at this point. So we're just offering everybody. Trying to fill out the class. However good or bad they are. And wow, Santiago Milano looks terrible. I'm out on that. But however good or bad they are, mostly, we want them. We need to fill out the class. We need guys that can play. We need guys that can get developed. Right now, the class is... It's a little thin, I think would be safe to say. So, I'll keep you guys updated when guys actually commit. We do land 4-star free safety Oscar Nall from Santa Maria, California. That's nice. We need to survive. FSU is making a move for Pitts, who's a really athletic linebacker. And that was a point of emphasis for me. We didn't get, all the linebackers I wanted at the start of the year. But we've got a chance here to get Desmond Pitts. And he's going to end up committing to FSU. It's going to be really sad. Okay, Moung actually can run a little bit. Again, the class is not all that I dreamed it would be. Got a lot of safeties. But, yeah. Every year can't be the best year ever. We recruited so well last season that I'm thinking when those guys develop into year 2, we're going to look a lot better next year. I'm speaking it into existence because it really has to happen. Because if it doesn't, I don't know what we're going to do. You're talking about potentially... 93 speed. There's something. You're talking about potentially making this a coaching carousel dynasty out of nowhere because I don't know that I can stick at Navy with the way that we've been playing the past couple of years. So, well, past year. 91 speed, 94 throw power gem. Very accurate. Lamar Atagwe. Okay, this is what we're talking about. This is finding some actual guys that can play. Hoping some of these guys might be able to play defense, though. 87 speed, I just don't love at 180 pounds. What are you really going to be able to do? But, again, we'll see. I think that we're going to be getting some commitments after this week. We need to get these big-time speed, athlete, scrambler quarterbacks to commit. That's going to be the big thing right now because those guys actually have the potential to play other positions like maybe running back, maybe receiver. Wherever we need them to play. That's where they're going to have to play. So, again, not much to update you guys on. Just still doing our thing. All right, here's the final word. Nick Evenson, 3-star center. 3-star quarterback Wes Eberle. 3-star end Tobias Malden. 3-star linebacker Carlos Moung. 3-star quarterback Najee McQuay. 3-star quarterback Quentin Leo. A lot of these guys can run too. 3-star running back Deontay Flood. 3-star quarterback Lamar Atagwe with electric speed. We lost out on Carlos Paris to Colorado. And Desmond Pitts does pick Florida State. I knew that was going to be the case. Because we lost like every 50-50 this year. Kind of sucked. We've seen a lot of these guys. What do we miss out on dev trait-wise? Impact, whatever. Null only with normal. Evenson had star. Eberle star. Herndon was a gem with impact. Star for McQuay. We lost out on Vince Gainwell with elite, but never really went after him too hard, I don't think. Leo with impact. Lost out on Estandia with normal. Anyone of note here? A Tagwe with star. And again, good speed on him. Mwamba star at the last minute. I guess we have a chance for DeMarco Arma. I didn't realize that week 4 kind of caught up to me pretty quickly. Just want to make sure our main archetype is Motivator for the offseason. We'll get a ton of points there. And then we're not going to sign a top 5 class. That's already been decided. It's going to end up being top 30, top 20 maybe. How about number 8 with 20 in the class? It was actually feasible because we had 4 or 5 stars. But just lost out on too many 50-50s for the 4 stars. Pretty disappointing. We're going to do position changes and get ready for Season 4. It is my favorite time of the year. Time to see development. Post position changes. This is where the team gets better. This is what I live for. Seeing development. Got a decent amount of XP. Still big risk of transfer on Donovan Harper, who now we can tell is up from an 80 to an 88 as a true sophomore. Up to 50 coach points. Let's see training results, starting with quarterback. Richard Gregg is at that 79 overall mark, one of the top guys on the team. 98 change of direction. Okay. Future running back, maybe? I don't know. There's definitely potential here. We're obviously going to keep doing what he's doing. He's basically a running back right now. Randy Missouri, it's a great name. He's just not going to play. At running back, Thad Gentry's up to an 81. Major Blade, 77. Cortez Harper might be a name to watch. He's at 98 speed as a power back. 93 ball carrier vision leads the team. 81 break tackle, 85 trucking, 86 spin move. I told you this would be a name to watch out for. Cortez Harper could make an impact. It's going to be real interesting to see how we use these guys. Gold balanced, I think that is something. It's an idea. It's something. At receiver, our receivers are getting some nice upgrades, but shouldn't play much of an impact. Marco Messer has moved from quarterback to receiver. It's up to a 79 overall. Our receiving core is actually very fast and quite good right now. Tight end is maybe a little bit worse. Josh Tanking's going to be our guy. Kevin Cook is up to an 89. Guard is a little bit worse. Big upgrades at center. It's really more about the overall increase. And we'll find a spot for our best guys. Keep in mind these overalls are because of the tactician purchases. So they're playing up even better than they are. Crick's an 87, playing up to a 90. At left end, George Kaloa Matungi. I was hoping for a little bit more of a boost, but he's an 82. I was hoping athletically he would get a huge boost. 83 power moves, though. He's solid, 96 strength. He's got a ton of potential. Terrell Radigan, 93 overall as a junior. 90 speed, 91 acceleration, 91 finesse moves, 85 block shed, 99 tackle, 94 pursuit. He should purchase quick jump at some point and should make a big impact. Terrell Radigan is a beast. James Gee, as a sophomore, is up to an 87. 98 finesse moves. Okay. Our D-line should be a lot better. Should be a lot better. 85 speed, 88 acceleration for him, by the way. James Gee's a freak. And Miles Campanaro is no slouch either. David Redmond up to an 81 at now left outside linebacker. Juwan Story up to an 82 at middle linebacker. That's a big boost for him, actually. He already had pretty good speed, up to 95 tackle, 86 zone coverage. That maybe means that we don't have to start a true freshman out there. So that's interesting, something to monitor. Harper's up to a 90. 96 speed, 95 acceleration, 88 play rec, 83 man, 87 zone. Press is terrible. It's kind of a big problem, but corner is actually not terrible. Byron Lewis up to an 83. Free safety Zach Flynn up to an 83 as well. 95 speed for him at the back end. along with 80 zone coverage. And then we didn't really have, you know, many returners in the secondary. But that's a pretty big boost. We have 3 players playing into the 90s now. And a few are very, very close. And look how many of them are in the trenches. Right end, right tackle, left tackle, D tackle, right guard, center for our top guys. Center, center, right guard, left end. We're going to be better this year. Whether or not we're in the option offense, that remains to be seen. But we can't have another season where we are barely bowl eligible and don't even come close to playing for a conference championship and don't even come close to playing in the CFB. We need to be better. Season 4 on the way shortly. Pro potential is pretty bad right now. Pretty bad. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.